This is the replay of the open mic community space for NBA 2K23 MyTeam from May 23rd, 2023. Please sub and thanks for listening. It's Tuesday night in the MyTeam world, and we are en fuego. We are on fire. Season 7 is on fire. It's been a nice start to the season, aside from me not getting a logo. So the one thing I'm consistent about is I'm keeping my streak of not getting a logo. This is me getting kicked from Twitter. Kicked from Twitter, yeah. And I just got kicked out of my own space. I've been having a little bit of trouble with Twitter today. I don't know if anybody else has, but I just got kicked out of the space. But I'm back now. Hopefully, that was wild.
Yo,
Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy.
what's going on?
We're finally having some technical difficulties.
Hey, it happens, man. I hear you.
I just got kicked from my own space. That was awesome. Maybe it's just a little reminder I'm not that important. It's like getting kicked out of the spot in the logo show, you know? That's in the grand scheme of things. Why not? Why not Twitter kick me when I'm down as well?
No. It's all good. It's
Oh
all
yeah.
good.
Oh yeah,
And
not down at all. That I take that, it is what it is. I maintain my, like I was saying it before I got kicked out. You know, with one thing I'm consistent. I maintained my streak of not getting a logo. So as long as that's intact, I'm going somewhere.
well, it's hey, stay consistent. I know you stay consistent with the spaces, and I appreciate you
29.
letting me waffle.
29 already. That is wild. Just typing that in the space tweet, I had to double check the numbers. And yeah,
That's a lot, bro. That's a lot.
it adds up. But speaking of logo, TG Bucks got a logo.
Yes, sir.
TG, your friend, my friend, our friend, TG. Combo streamer, both Park and My Team. They still call it Park. Is it My Career? What's the proper way to phrase it and not be frowned upon, Jimmy?
Uh you say park because I know he plays in the park, but I know he plays like we said, both my career and my team, and I was really happy when he got one.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. But I guess if you say My Career, it encompasses rec and the other things like the workout room.
The Gatorade training facility.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. So then you say, hey, I'm playing My Career, and maybe you're just getting some squats in.
I mean, hey, that was me in 2K20. I'm not even gonna sit up here and hold you.
Oh yeah, every day. Until you got Gym Rat. Once you got Gym Rat, though, you're in the clear. You don't have to do those challenges anymore.
I literally had 3 different builds, 2 of which were built off of some of my friends. Actually, I was grinding my career so heavy in 2K20, bro. I was a demon in the wreck. Like, it was just a different time, man. It was a different time out there in North Dakota. I'll tell you that much right now.
Can you imagine if they didn't have to shut off the servers? If they just hired like one guy in one house somewhere to maintain like the 2018 servers?
I would love for the 2K20 servers to sub me up for everything, and then the um for my team the 21 servers. That would be sick.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Go 21. But yeah, good riddance to 21. I say I played it too much. I played it all the way through 22, so I have to disagree there. You know,
21,
so I was
21
still
was
playing my team,
21
but
was
just the
early
wrong
for
year.
me, man. 21 was the year I started streaming. So and when I really started to get involved. So I get to tip my cap to 21. Although 20, I mean, we all have great memories from that game, from playing it during a tough time for all of us.
Wait, you stream?
In 20?
No, you're a streamer. Is
Oh
that what
yeah,
you're saying?
I do that. I dabble.
Where do you stream at?
I
Just
shoot my
curious.
Twitch. I shoot on Twitch every day, every morning.
Every morning. Oh, okay. I was just making sure my notes added up. I had that written down. Just make sure you checked out because you can't trust this Twitter.
Right.
I just got kicked out of my own space, so I'm second guessing everything. I don't know if this is the real you, but that checked out.
It's
That
me.
you're a streamer.
It's
Okay.
me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
Isn't that sad? The only thing on my list was does he stream? And you said yes, so that was your identity check.
Yes.
But and aside from TG, shout out to the community, for real, for the support, and not just for me, but for our community, for our thing we got going on, and I piggyback right on top of your community because I see everybody in your streams, and because yes, I'm also a streamer, in my streams. I see the same people retweeting our same tweets. Not to the level of you, of course, but they're the same people, and so shout out to all of them. It's for first thing. I don't have a cool command to put "I love chat," but I do, right?
Chat carries the stream. I've said it.
Oh yeah,
I've
and it's
said it
easy to
enough.
say "I love chat" when your wife's in here listening too. See, I can say that.
Hey, you know what? She's been in your chat. She's been in my chat. W wife and
Wait, what?
chat carries the stream. Yeah, I said it.
She's been where?
She's been in
I
my
mean,
stream.
it's not in my notes. We'll worry about that later. We'll move on. We'll move past that. So, but another shout out as DBG for the interview last Friday and Jimmy for the interview this Friday. And I don't know if anybody in the entire world can say that they had a public interview with you and DBG within the span of 8 days. So again, shout out to the community and you, Jimmy, for being, agreeing to do an interview.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, who knows what I'm going to ask you? I've asked you a lot of stuff, and maybe it's just time to get deep dive, to figure out really what makes you tick.
That sounds good.
Good. Yeah.
Sounds good.
But again, thank you, and I've rounded out the June schedule, so almost 4 more interviews are scheduled. Your friend, my friend, our friend, your dynamic duo, Floki, is one of those 4.
Nice.
So,
W.
yeah, I'm excited about that. I don't know if the whole passport thing will check out, but we'll work on that. We'll work on logistics later. But
Wait, what?
I know Canada. I know there's a whole Canada thing and America thing. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, we won't get into that either. Don't get into politics. That's how you start fights, right? I'm sure Hamza can get him a pass. He's my other Canadian friend,
True.
among many.
True.
But that puts it to 15 total interviews, which is crazy.
W.
Yeah, another thing that is shocking. So by the time we get to June 23rd, 15 interviews. So yeah, there's somebody in between you and Floki, and so I'll tweet about who the other 3 are, but I can guarantee that everybody knows all 3 of them, which is awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited to see who the other guests are.
Yeah, they all have played 2K, which is kind of their common denominator. Which I guess is the common denominator between all 15. So that's not a clue at all, which is fine. You don't need any more clues. I'll tweet about it later.
Okay.
And Floki made the mural. That's another huge shout out.
Yes, sir.
G's again. Like if I capital G's, you look at it and it takes a while to go, okay, where do I even start?
Yeah.
And the time and the effort and the amount of work and the inclusion and how many different names are on there, how many different PFPs are on there. That's one of the things that led me for my tweet today, where I just had to admit to everybody that I do not know if your PFP is you or a rapper.
A lot of times it's a rapper. Oh, did we lose you? Dang it.
Out of my space again. Am I back? Are you back? Jeez.
We're good to go. We're good to go. I think it's a
Hey,
sign for me to watch
Ramsey,
Jimbo.
Ramsey, can you hop in here? I'll make you a co-host. How about that?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, once because then at least somebody's locked in to be something other than getting kicked out. Yeah, twice in
All
10
good.
minutes. Yeah. Yeah, and so what did you find out which team you were
Yes,
teammating in?
Tim.
Oh, thank you, Ramsey. Thank you. I'm gonna make you a co-host, but I gotta finish up with Jimmy first. But uh
Yeah, I
Floki
did.
Mural.
Yep. I was drafted to
Mhm.
the Bulls. Let's get it.
The Bulls, and is that your favorite team?
Yeah, childhood favorite team for sure. I grew up a Bulls fan. Now just a huge NBA fan, but I know Floki put that on there because he knew I grew up a Bulls fan for sure. So that was definitely a big W graphic, and honestly one of my favorites that he's done.
Oh yeah, it was cool, the team tie-in and everything. I love that,
Yeah, it
and
was a lot.
it's awesome when you get put on your favorite team. I did not,
I know.
uh, not even close, and it's almost like getting the nickname "Lil Dude." You know, it's you come to expect uh, shots from up north. You know, that's what it is.
That's funny. No, I mean it was a great graphic, and I was excited to be drafted to the Bulls. And hey, Jimmy, Zach, and Demar, let's get it. You know.
Oh, oh yeah, yeah, and did you have any teammates that you recognized? Because this was an
Yeah.
odd question because I didn't recognize so many, but I recognized a ton. But I didn't know their names offhand because you can't click on them,
No, I got a
and it's
few
like
off the top of
I
my
have
head.
zero information unless I can click on it. I know nothing. Is what I'm finding out.
Shout out to Jimmy
Yeah.
Cockforan. Shout out to King Chill, I believe they're in here. Shout out to King Dragon, my man's, and shout out to Jaden Cushman. Those are the four teammates I remember off the top of my head.
All
So,
right, awesome. See, I
um,
love that. I love that. And if you know any of your teammates, go ahead and tag them, reply them. You know, whatever you do on Twitter to connect. Maybe even play some co-op with them. You never know.
yeah, for sure. No, there's
Yeah.
more. There's more, but I mean, the Bulls were pretty stacked. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited.
Oh yeah. No, the Wizards are stacked too. I'm just saying. So don't sleep on the Wiz here. All right, because we're gonna go back to the old, what is it, 1989 team, the Bullets. Yep, we're gonna bring that back. All right, and the commissioner's gonna freak out, but no, we're playing. All right, it's just throwback jerseys. We're allowed to put whatever we want on our throwback jerseys, right? Is that kind of how they get to do it?
Yeah, that works. Why not?
Yeah, throwback. You can. uh, and one other cool shout out to the community is I had that old shoe video hit 21,000
Let's go.
views.
W.
Yeah, and it's that thing that just keeps on popping up here and there, and it still works. It still works. I got the receipts recently to prove the shoe method works. And it's rinse and repeat. You do the same thing over and over again, which is I'm good at. I don't claim to be as consistent much as stubborn, you know. Just because I do something over and over again, I'm just going to keep doing it. Like the Tuesday space, we've done them so long now, we're just stubborn, just going to keep on doing them. You know.
Yeah. No, for sure.
All right, but let me get. I have one thing. You know, I just wanted to touch on this sponsored stream situation. I got a couple questions for you, and then I'd like you to get out of here until you got reports on to do on basketball. You're still in that reporting thing, right? Journalism.
Kinda, sorta.
Don't you have like a whole audience to report to in the morning about the basketball game?
I mean, yeah. And if you want to put it that way,
So tell me again how you're not in the journalism. Yeah, some people imagine people get their sports information from you every morning.
that's low key true. Now that you think of it, but
That's not low key. That's high key. That's half the time me.
I never thought of it that way. But you're right, actually, because I mean, I'm waffling a lot, so I lose track of it. But I don't know. Here's the thing. Okay, so Ramsey and I talked about this at length today. Actually, I really want the Heat to win tonight, but at the same
Hmm.
time, I almost don't because they said it on the broadcast last night and it just hit me. If the Heat win tonight, we're gonna have to wait till next Thursday for a finals game, bro. They said June 1st, and that seems like a long time from now. It's next Thursday. Dude, what the heck is going on, bro? Like, damn.
That, that that is a ways out, but Ramsey kind of proves my point as far as he's in your chat, but he has to watch TV to get sports information.
No, I get it, bro. I listen.
And I'm not throwing you under the bus. I just thought of that. I just thought
No.
about, man, there's so much that you lack, is what I was thinking.
Undisputed is a great show. It's the best show on television. No disrespect to First Take or anything, but Skip and Shannon have been carrying for years, in my opinion.
If you had to pick one place for a person to be, where would they be in the morning?
Listen to Shannon Sharp. No, I mean, hey, I'll say this: anybody and everybody is welcome to the Waffle House, which is my stream. Anybody and everybody.
You should get into politics because that was not an answer. Not an answer. We'll move
Of
on.
course, I want
We'll
everyone
move
to be at the
on.
Waffle House, but I understand that not everyone can be there. I mean, I get it, bro. People have lives and stuff.
See, you had me up until the butt. I asked you where you wanted everyone to be. That's it.
Okay.
And you waffled.
That's what I do for a living.
I know, true to form, true to form. So yeah, you didn't let me down there. I appreciate that. But I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever be a sponsored streamer. But right now we're sponsored spacers,
Done.
and don't get too excited because that's kind of the intro right here. And the intro is everything happens for a reason. Because yes, this is a sponsored space, and 100% I can say that. And this is how. After Friday's life-changing devastation that was not getting a logo once again, I did a little soul searching and went home Saturday, and had to settle for spending time with my amazing family. Parts of it, not all of them, but hang out, visit, relax. Nothing really else to do besides that. That was the whole reason everybody was there, to visit, which is a nice, like, stopping of the gears, which is pumping the brakes. Just everybody stop and ask each other what's up. Kind of like what we do on Tuesdays. Everybody, and I understand that people are listening, they're moving, they're still doing their things, but maybe if you re-listen, stop and hear some familiar voices, and then that's kind of what it was. But in IRL, in person, so even better. And I was chatting with my oldest daughter, Kara, and of course, I already know she's an amazing artist. She is so talented. She's been making me these cool Vikings things forever, all my life, forever, all my life. Yeah, right.
All my life.
Exactly. And other people's sports teams. She had a knack for art, but a passion for the outdoors and the wildlife, and then that spilled over into her art. And so I knew she was an artist. I knew she painted stuff and made one-of-a-kind things for gifts on holidays and stuff. And we were just chatting. And of course, guess what I was talking about? I was talking about 2K. Yeah, because that's what I do. I bother people on the internet, and I bother people in real life with how great 2K has been this year, and the community, and whatever the game, whatever. I love the game. I love the prize balls. I love Evo and Guys to Dark Matters and selling them and making a stack empty and doing it over and over again. I don't love losing Jimmy as a speaker, but we'll get him back in here. But so we're sitting there talking, and she shows me her website, and it's the art I'm familiar with, the art I've seen, like the one-of-a-kind piece. And then I see, okay, there's some prints of some stuff she's made, and I'm like, okay, whoa, all right, this is neat. Okay. And then she scrolls down, and then there's see all items. And now I'm looking at like phone cases and cups and mugs, and I'm impressed. I'm blown away. I haven't seen this side. And I look down in her hand, and she's got a drink koozie, we'll call it. She's got a drink koozie, and it's right there from the internet. It's her custom art on that thing, and I was like, okay, I got to do something with this. And not like help. I don't know what my help really does, but I got to do something with this. I got to make this part of something. And so I go full Saul Goodman on Breaking Bad, which has got to be a current enough reference that people have seen, right? Maybe not you in particular, Jimmy. It's a little rough and violent.
I mean, I'm familiar with the show. I just haven't really seen it that much.
That's what. Hey, familiar with the show is good. But for anybody listening, there's a spot in in Breaking. I'm not spoiling anything, because this show's really old anyway, right? So maybe it is a bad reference now that I think of it. But there's a spot when they first meet, when Jesse Pinkman and Walter White first meet Saul Goodman, and they're going to take him out and put him in the desert, or put him in the hole because they're in trouble and they're trying to get information. And he says, "Okay, this is what you got to do: put $1 in my pocket, hire me as your lawyer, put $1 in my pocket and retain me, and then I get whatever information." And so that's what I told her. I said, "Give me $1, give me $1, and you can sponsor the space on Tuesday."
W.
And she, at this point, she still didn't even know what the space thing is or what all this nonsense is. But and she did. I didn't get any cash out of her that night. But then we were chatting a little bit back and forth, and she's showing me other stuff, and then Bing Cash App sponsored space, and just in time for Father's Day. Shipping. I don't know what the shipping situation. I still don't know enough about it. I was working all day and tweeting all day, as everybody can see. But happy Father's Day to me, being able to brag about another kid to people. And it's caramoltonart.com. I'll put it in the replies. It's really cool stuff. If you don't buy anything, don't. If you do, you do. You get something for your money, and if you use promo code TSMOLES, it's 20% off at checkout. And I've been waiting so long to say that about anything. Well, not anything, but certain things. All right, there's certain things I will never say. Use promo code TSMOLES for any amount off, and I've been very clear about that. I even tweeted about I'll never sponsor MTE sites ever at all. Don't need it. I build and sell shoes. And that's all about that. Happy Father's Day to you, Jimmy.
Oh, gee, I mean, I'm not a father.
57, not a father. Probably dodged a couple of bullets then.
You know me. I had to finesse it a little bit. But no, at the end of the day, man. I mean, you're a W dad. That we all know that. But I just wanted to say it. So
I got a good wife. That's it. I got a good wife. Just like somebody asked me what the Father's Day plans were, and I said I got to check with the wife. And that's fine. We'll find out. We'll have fun. Less stress. More stress on her, bless her soul. But I guess it makes things a little easier for me. I just got to go along for the ride. Kind of like what I get to do right now, Jimmy. I got a couple questions for you, if you have a minute. Right. I know. Game time's coming up, and I heard that you're the halftime show spinning plates.
Red Panda, man. I met her. She is so cool. Darren Ravel tweeted out my video of her at Madison Square Garden, which was incredible, my senior year. But meeting her, what a humble, nice lady. And if you guys haven't seen her, you should. She's fantastic.
Awesome. Maybe put it's in the replies, something like that, the link.
Yeah. If you guys don't know her, she's on a unicycle that's really tall and kicks up the plates and puts them on her head, and it's just a crazy experience. She came to Butler a lot.
Is that where you learned it?
Yeah, I learned from her. Me and her are very acrobatic, you know what I'm saying? So
I'd sub to that channel, Jimmy. I'd in a heartbeat watching you learn how to ride a unicycle and spin plates. Yeah, it's not easy.
Wait, what? Anyways, keep going.
And so how did you win the weekend, IRL?
Yeah, that's a great question. I actually touched grass this weekend, and I went outside. I mean, the weather's been way, way beautiful out here. And this wasn't the weekend, it was yesterday, but I went ahead and I've been waiting for the pool to open, man. And I went ahead and I asked the guys, that pool looks ready. The chairs are out, the tables are out, everything's out. And I go over there and the guy says, oh, it'll be open on Friday. Okay. So I'll wait. I'll be patient. But through the weekend, we were one day closer to getting the pool open, which I'm definitely looking forward to. As a highlight of last summer. Just kind of hanging out by there. Just relaxing, playing 2K, grinding. And I'm sure you're going to ask about that. So
that's coming up. And pool parties. Maybe we'll talk about pool parties here in a couple of weeks. And definitely not now if the pool's not even open.
Oh my God, dude.
And Fed and Junior, I do see you. You are the first in line, just so you guys know. in case the new speaker hops in before you. After Ramsey, of course, but I just want to acknowledge speakers that are in line. Sorry, Jimmy. That's what I
No,
wanted
it's
to do.
okay. At the end of the day, I'll wait until Friday. It's no big deal. I don't know what we're
Mhm.
waiting for though. I mean, we could hop in there tomorrow. I don't even need to go in the pool. I could just hang out and lounge and
Yeah.
just chill. But at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
you say it's no big deal, but I can feel it's a big deal.
I don't know what we're waiting for.
Exactly. Well, let's not do anything crazy, all right? Because we got a lot of summer ahead of us, all right? A
That's,
lot of 2K ahead of us.
yep.
Um, and season 7 coming out. What's your current level of 2K?
Xbox just rolled past 35 today, so that meant Victor Oladipo, which was a goal of mine and somebody I always love to use in 2K. And PlayStation, I'm on level 24.
And you touched grass, you claim.
I did, I did, I did.
All right.
I
And did you
photoshopped.
tweet about it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. As long as you tweet about it, then it happened. Okay, that's
Exactly.
good.
If it wasn't on Twitter, it didn't happen. Shout out to Heck. If you know, you
Twitter
know.
official. Twitter official. So what's your current grind? What do you fire up and what do you hop into?
Well, I'm doing the pickup challenge every day, people. Uh,
Daily Ascension, I like to call it.
yeah.
Can we get that changed to Daily Ascension? Wouldn't that be more catchy? Pickup challenge. People have been dodging the pickup challenge since it was badge pack only. Can we get it changed, Jimmy? Can we fix the game finally?
I've seen you tweet that. I like that.
I don't think I've tweeted that one. I've tweeted the phrase, but can we get it officially changed? That's where I gotta have you talk to Ronnie, right? You talk to Ronnie consistently daily, right? That's the rumor. That's the word on the street.
It's not true at all.
But it is in my notes. Ronnie talks to Jimmy daily. Oh, I crossed that out, frowny face. Never mind. That was an angry thing I didn't tweet. Never mind. Never mind.
that is not true. I want to clear up the record. I want to clear up any misconceptions. I have spoken with Ronnie in the past. I do not speak to him every day. He's a very busy man. He's got way more important things to do than to waffle with me, which is fair.
Really? You don't think responding to my 75 DMs a day could be on his list? Anywhere?
I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll move past that again. But so what's your current MT strategy? Because you got to, if you're going to grind, even, to put players for a squad on the daily ascension, you got to make some MT somehow. What's your move?
Yeah, I've been evolving playoff cards and doing those challenges, man. And
isn't that nice? Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it's been nice for sure. And then,
you had a couple in particular that you go to?
Oh gosh, I've evolved a lot of them and sold.
Give me two. Give me two that you say this is how I make MT off of, and I can give you two as well.
I mean, I took advantage of Desmond Bain before that went completely haywire.
That's how I've made two monsters. Desmond Bain. I was able to make Super KG and now Super Manu, Invincimanu. I like to call him. Yeah, because of Desmond Bain. That's a great shout out. Desmond Bain still paying dividends to this day because you can still evo him. If you can scoop him for like 6K, evo him, sell him for 20K, that's the exact same profit margin as a shoe, which I respect. You know that about me, respecting shoes.
Yeah, for sure. I think another way.
So give me one more. Desmond Bain, give me one more.
I got lucky on Claxton. I sold him for a big chunk of profit when it was, I don't even know how that even happened, but I think yesterday more so than anything else. Oh, did I lose you?
Nope, I heard a weird echo, but I'm still here.
Okay.
I thought the same thing.
Okay. No, we yesterday, if you still had Carmelo and you evolved him right away, hopefully you guys took advantage of that because that would have been a nice profit probably. I ended up buying the Nuggets card, and basically, guys, yesterday we got a free Dark Matter. So there you go.
The free Dark Matter Carmelo, which was a time leaf on the retirement, right? When did he announce his retirement?
Do
you know?
No, he announced it yesterday morning. It was during my stream. Heck, let me know in the chat, and we watched the video. So shout out to Carmelo, legend, first ballot Hall of Fame.
Does that mean the devs are finally back from vacation? Christmas Vacation. Is that that was still a rumor going on,
Hey,
right?
they might. It just might be. You never know.
Maybe they figured he was going to retire. It was an auto card, which
But
would be a smart move.
um,
You release a retirement special card for them, and they're not retired, and they're like, "Hey, what's up? I guess time to hang them up."
um, speaking of which, and I want, and as far as like continuing to play and the dark matter stuff. So today we get the agenda: win 6 clutch time offline games in a row, and you get the dark matter equal chance pack. And I got Amari, and I don't know. I was excited to get him and play those games in a row. So I think a lot of people were completing that agenda today.
I'm so far I haven't played the game myself today. The game's been turned on, but I haven't played it, so I know I got a lot of catching up to do. If you wanted to get your quickest dark matter pack, what's the game mode?
You have to 6 clutch time offline games in a row.
6 clutch time offline.
Yep. Yep.
Is that too hard?
No, it's not hard at all, especially if you're still on semi-pro.
All right. Is that too many games?
No.
All right, just checking.
No.
I have all these questions. You never know. You might say, yeah, it's way too many. Should have been one. And I'd be like, whoa, slow down with the hate again. All right.
No, I mean it's 6 games and 5-minute quarters per game. I mean, account for fouls, do the math. What is that? 40, 45 minutes?
Yeah, so I'll take your word for that. But account for games, did anybody account for the way the Heat were going to play these games?
No.
8 seed play-in. That's crazy. That's crazy. Are they your pick for the finals? Who is your pick to win the NBA finals?
I mean, the Nuggets are better than the Heat, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Jimmy made a crazy run. So,
yeah, they don't think Celtics in 7, huh? That's one of the other things people are saying.
Sadly not. Sadly not. I think the Celtics are going home tonight. You can record it and put it on YouTube.
All right. So what's your NBA finals? What's your, let's say, biggest upcoming challenge? What is it? Is it the AMP opportunity? I don't know. Maybe.
AMP, but I appreciate it.
Hey, I see. I'm so. It says AMP. It says AMP.
I appreciate the effort.
What does the AMP stand for? Do you know? Does anybody know? Is it like ESPN where none of us really know?
I honestly don't know off the top of my head. I'm sure somebody will know.
I think it's any something. I think any means possible. Something all means something. It's something like positive.
Oh
it's
yeah,
positive,
yeah. With Agent Zero, yeah, yeah. See, I need to do a lot more research, a lot more homework on my whole internet situation. So, so what would be your NBA finals coming up for Jimmy?
I have to get. I want to get Zion on both consoles, man. And right now, I need to figure out this internet so I can watch the game because it just cut out on me. But I'll figure it out.
Oh, you're telling me I couldn't even figure out who was providing my internet. That's a whole other story. That was going to be the whole intro, but it was going so negative. I had to throw it away. It would have been I would have got everybody to rage against the place I live, and I don't want that. I need to live here. So that's a good challenge. Is buying gifts a challenge for you at all?
No, not at all. Not at all. I like giving gifts. It's better to give than to receive, right? So I love the act of gift giving.
Yes, gift giving is great. We like gift giving. And if you are struggling to buy gifts or looking for a gift for a loved one, especially around Father's Day, please stop by caramoltonart.com. See that ad? See that ad there?
W plug.
All right. What have you learned this year, Jimmy? 2023. What have you learned?
Ooh, wow. Well, that's a deep question.
And not all of it, and it could just be one thing. It could be like, yeah, I just found out that bagels are 50 cents off tomorrow. It could be something small. Or it could be, now I know how to do the Curry slide. Or now I understand quantum physics. What have you learned?
There's a couple things, but I want to stay consistent because I owe it to myself, I owe it to the community, and I want to pay it forward. So those are my two things. I want to paying it forward is probably the biggest thing. I want to keep paying it forward to people, and whatever that looks like. Popping in a stream, showing love, saying what's up, and somebody liking a tweet, retweeting somebody, something. My biggest duty right now is to pay it forward. So however I can.
Helping other people get logos and such.
Yeah, that's a big thing on my list. However it looks, it could look different on a day to day, but I want to go, to bed every night thinking, okay, did I pay it forward today?
Raiding people's streams.
Remember, I rated you, so
I know I was going to give you a shout out for the raid, but I didn't want to make a big deal of it because I expect more. I'm sorry, I expect more every day. Every day I expect it. Just saying.
Yeah.
And shout outs. That's how you pay it forward. You don't have to raid people. I tweeted last week. I had a big raid, and they're all great raids. I guess I just say numbers wise, one was bigger than the other, and one was just a shout out, and all three of those activities got the same amount of followers. So it is important, the community building. It is important, the shout outs. It is important, the raids. And I know you go out of your way to make sure you raid a bunch of different people, or Floki if he's live, which is awesome, for Floki. Yeah, yeah. So that's good. Yeah, and that's I guess paying it forward always pays back. I guess that's what I've learned, because I know I don't answer my questions, but since you answered it so eloquently by paying it forward always pays it back. And I've seen it. I've seen you do it for people. So keep on paying it forward for other people, Jimmy. I really like watching it.
I appreciate that, Tim. No, I'm going to keep paying it forward. My biggest thing.
Once in a while, if I have to set up a special stream just to catch a raid from you, I'll do it. I ain't too proud. Yeah, do it. I'll chase clout. I'll chase clout all around the world, man. I don't care. All right. I've been working construction my whole life. If I need to ask you for a raid every day and not get it, yeah, I'm cool with that.
I understand.
But so I'm shouting you out, Jimmy. But number 6 on the list is a co-op style shout out. You have to 3 people to shout out, not me. Can't be me. One has to be 2K related, one has to be yourself, and one has to be IRL. That means in real life.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with acronyms like IRL. I'm a recent student to acronyms myself, so 3 shout outs, 2K, yourself, and IRL. And then on your way out, enjoy the game. If you can turn the lights on for Ramsey.
Absolutely. I'll leave the light on for him. No, man, for 2K, I actually want to give a shout out to Zach here in the space. We had a fun time in the chat today. He always brings friendly banter, and I appreciate it, man. It's always been fun the entire year. So shout out to him. It's always fun. So shout out to myself. Woo, Jimmy, good job. IRL shout out. I want to shout out my mom. She puts up with me every day, like literally every day. She calls me, I call her. We text, whatever the case may be. We always make it a point to catch up every day, and I'm very grateful for that. And obviously, as you mentioned, Father's Day, I am going to shout out my dad as well for everything that he's done. I have W parents, so I got to shout them out.
Love it. Love it. I don't know, the self shout out was a bit underwhelming.
I would rather shout other people out than shout myself out.
All right. Well, make sure everybody follows Jimmy on Twitch, because this is recorded on YouTube, right? So say your exact. Is it DFS Doe? Is that what that is?
Yep, with the underscore. I am Dorian Finney-Smith.
I figured that. That's why I followed you in the first place.
Yeah.
But then you put your profile picture, and I said, wait, that's not a rapper either. Who is this dude? Oh, well.
All right, Ramsey, take it away.
Ramsey.
What's up?
Hey, I appreciate you being here under tonight's circumstances.
Yeah.
With the Heat game going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's admirable. Admirable of you.
Yeah, get that shit out of here. Get that shit out of here. That's our ball. This is Jimmy's house.
That's what I expected out of you. Anything going on in the replies? Anybody got any angry replies that we need to sort out?
No, Freebase
Everything
said,
going
"What's
good?
up, Pimp Juice?" Isaac said,
Pimp
"What's
Juice.
up?" Jimmy used the
What's up,
Jimmy
Isaac?
Butler thing. Heck said Jimmy
Mhm.
is Ronnie. Man, what you gonna do with 22, man? 22 is different.
Yeah. All right. So it's gonna be my job to keep you focused. And we don't even have to get a sports rundown tonight. If you
Come on,
don't have,
come on,
I know if
come
you're
on.
watching basketball.
Mm-hmm.
But anything else going on? Any big news that I need to know about?
In hockey, the Hurricanes are down 0-3 to the Florida Panthers, and the winner is going to the Stanley Cup and the Eastern Conference Finals. On the west side of things, the Golden Knights, who lead the series 2-0, are up 3-0 in their game 3. And then the Denver Nuggets last night defeated the Los Angeles Lakers in game 4 of the Western Conference Finals, defeating the Lakers 113-111 and advancing to their first franchise finals, NBA Finals ever. Nikola Jokic had 30, 14, and 13, so a casual triple-double, if you would say. LeBron's efforts came up just short, as he put up a 40-point, 10, 9, 2 game, but it wasn't enough, and his season comes to an end earlier than he would have liked.
So what does this do for LeBron's legacy? Isn't that the question?
Well, so I don't think it does a whole bunch.
Does it do anything really?
I
Like
don't think
the
it does a
dude
whole
is
bunch.
amazing at basketball
Um,
forever.
yeah, but sweeps are never good, especially with you getting there and then you're like, oh damn, we got here just to get swept or what?
So this knocks him out of your top 10 then. Wow,
No,
Ramsey, that's
no, no, no,
crazy.
no.
That's
Didn't say that.
crazy. All right.
It's
So
just
anything else? What else is going on, man? What
um
else is going on?
Tom Brady purchased a small share to be a part-time owner of the Las Vegas Raiders, so he can't stay away from
Season
football.
tickets. Oh, wouldn't that be a fun meetup? The Vegas meetup.
Yeah,
That's something
yeah,
I can get down
that
with.
would be something. Meeting up with
Flights
Brady
to Vegas got to be
casually.
cheap from everywhere, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Flights to Vegas.
Yeah, it
It
depends.
should be
It
because
depends.
they take your money elsewhere.
Yeah,
They get you into the city cheap.
some people would rather
Yeah.
give their money to 2K, but hey.
Hey, yep, that's their money exactly. Some people would rather give their money to fill in the blank because it's their money,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why we respect it. We stay in our lane. Well, I stay in my lane. I don't speak for anybody else. I try not to.
Mm-hmm.
I speak enough for myself. So so thanks for the update. How are you doing today? All in all,
I'm good, man. I'm good.
give me an example of how you won the weekend.
Um,
And that doesn't necessarily have to be the weekend exactly, but how did you win the weekend? IRL.
My family and I drove up to Durham, and we got to throw a surprise party for my aunt this past weekend, so that was
Mm-hmm.
nice. She loved it.
Was she surprised?
Yeah, surprised that she was gonna be. She kind of sensed it was gonna happen because
Yeah,
people don't do
somebody
people
spoiled
don't
it.
do a good job of like hiding certain cars, like if you haven't seen like your grandparents, their car, so why would you put it right in the driveway when we pull up? But that's not here or there at this point, but we had a good time.
Sure. And this is just between us here because she's not here tonight, right now. My wife may or may not have invited one of our daughters to their own surprise party on Facebook.
That's funny.
So that was a classic family moment there. So what's your current level on 2K then? Because I can feel that you're grinding. I know you've been playing co-op a little bit.
Yeah.
What's your level at
My
on the
level
chase for
my
Zion?
level
Where
is
you at?
only like 21, I think.
Only like 21. You say that like you're disappointed. Well, you only have to get to level 40. You're over halfway there.
Yeah, I guess. I'm gonna take him.
There you go.
Thank you.
That's the
Good
spirit.
job.
That's the spirit.
Good call, Ref. Good call.
So, what's your current grind? What mode do you hop into when you
Co-op.
fire up?
Co-op.
Yeah.
Co-op saved themselves with their RNG card this year. I mean, this season.
Who is it? Who
Rick
is it?
Smits, and
Have you gotten him
I
yet?
only have 4 of him so far. Only 4.
Oh,
Only 4.
only 4.
My contract.
What do you do with the other ones?
My contract is a minimum 6. So you know, I'm owed on 2 already. But I know they'll come. They'll come with time.
So with this much co-op and this many Schmitz, is it a schedule situation? How does one play co-op with you?
Oh,
How do you?
I always schedule my runs because I don't like to waste people's time. So I'm very precise about not wasting my time or somebody else's time. So I always schedule my stuff.
All right, let me pencil you in for tomorrow. Tomorrow night on my stream. How about that? It'll be a muted stream. We'll replay the space, some co-op runs. I'll be there. What about you?
Dave Vincent, let's go. I'm good. Put me down.
All right, penciled in. Did you get put on a team from Floki?
Yeah. I want to give Floki a shout out because that was a unique way, but I got put on the goddamn Knicks. Like, go New York, go that team, go New York, really? Like, did we just get rid of that team? Man.
So are you saying that's not your favorite team?
No, not at all.
Interesting. Do you think your favorite team is going to win the finals?
Well, we got to get there first.
If so, who's that?
We got to get there first, and that's the Miami Heat. And look, people need to realize 3 is not 4. We got to close this game out. Then we can have some couple days to rest.
Oh yeah. Get it done. On to the next one, right? Yep. So what's your get it done? What's your NBA finals coming up? What's your biggest upcoming challenge?
Most upcoming challenge. Figuring out how many graduations I have to go to this year. Like, I have a lot of graduations to go to. It's graduation season, and it's like one of those odd years where, well, not odd years, but it's like one of the years where everybody graduates all at once, and it's more than 5 people right as of right now. I'm like, geez, y'all better tell me something earlier than this, because I mean, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, listen, people got to drive, you got to fly, let me know something. So that's my biggest obstacle right now. Graduation season. Go. Stroops is loose.
Well, if you're looking for any graduation presents, make sure you stop by caramoltonart.com.
You know what? Listen, shout out, good promo, because I definitely will be getting a bunch of gifts from the website, because those prices you can't beat, especially at some of the other prices around. And she cares about us during inflation.
There you go. And T-Smalls promo code, 20% off. You don't need a logo when you got a promo code, right?
Yeah, that's true. Hey.
So what have you learned? What have you learned this year, Ramsey?
From 2K or just overall? Like
this anything in 2003. What have you learned? 13.
2023. Yeah. I'm about to say there were some people on this. I don't know, 2003, buddy.
Sorry, I have written down 3 people. The next question says 3 people, so all of a sudden 3 popped into my mind. All right, get off my case.
Don't feel bad. Everybody knows you're an old man after we played basketball. That was very evident. It's okay. But what I learned in 2023 is I learned that 2 things, that it takes patience with everything. And I learned that it's okay to give help, but it's also okay to get help.
I like that. That's great.
So
shout out to you for that, Ramsey.
Yeah,
you're my shout out. You're my shout out tonight. Right? And in co-op style, since you are a co-op sweat, this is a perfect shout out. I need you to do a co-op style shout out
Okay, so who
to
am I shut?
3 people,
Okay.
2K related person, yourself, and an IRL shout out.
Okay. Well.
Remember, this is on YouTube, so you can say, hey, buddy, go check this out. Huh?
Okay, well, my 2K shout out is my 2K duo, so that's federal. That's just always we're just that we lock. That's Braun and Wade right there, always. Like it's just what it is. But my IRL shout out would be I would have to say my mom and my little sister. My mom for just being the best she is for all of us. And then I'll give my shout out to my little sister because she finished her second year of college, and I'm proud of her. And it wasn't always easy for her because of the circumstances, but I was proud of her. So, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, and
Nice. And
go ahead.
no, you said end, so you go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. All right. Good. I appreciate you, Ramsey, for all of this, and I guess you saved the space because I haven't been kicked out of the space since I made you co-host. So maybe you had something to do with me getting kicked out.
Yeah, I did pick up that space algo too. I didn't tell you that.
Yeah, the space algo is great. But yeah, stick around. I know you're going to be busy watching the game. Anybody that wants to DM Ramsey or anything, any hot topics they want to get in here that don't feel like speaking, make sure you put him to work. He wanted to do the work, so now he's here doing the work. Speaking of somebody who's doing the work, stacking 24-hour streams. Fed, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Tim. How we doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing great. When's the next 24-hour stream? What's good? Is like every other day? Are you trying to torture yourself?
Day is crazy, but I might try to squeeze another one in sometime this year before the light cycle ends. We'll see.
Yeah, that takes a lot of prep. But other than that, that's daily streams. Is that what's going on? The consistency?
Yes, sir. Been consistent since late January of this year.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. So shout out to you for that. But all in all, how's things going? How are you today?
I'm doing good, Tim. I'm doing good. Just had a nice little stream today. Taking a little break, watching the game at the moment. Being in here. Just good vibes, man.
Yeah, streaming 2K with playoff basketball with this community. Yeah, it can get excited for the evenings. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, definitely can.
Other than that, weekends, the 2K themed event is Win the Weekend. It doesn't have to be 2K themed. Your answer doesn't have to be 2K themed, but how did you win the weekend?
Completing that 24-hour stream.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, great job. And it's how you build, your brand. How many different people come through a stream, even if they don't drop a follow, even if they don't say anything, even if they bounce in and out. How many eyes did you put on you over the course of these couple 24-hour streams, man? Exactly. No, I'm looking for a solid number. Exactly how many do you think? 10,000? No, that's crazy. The numbers are staggering. And the numbers you're doing are staggering.
I appreciate that. The numbers are definitely really good.
What about the 2K numbers? What's your current 2K level? Is that staggering? Your quest for Zion?
I am level 40. I mean, not level 40, level 31 as of right now. I wish I was level 40, but I'm level 31 right now.
31, yeah, that's huge. See, that is the grind. See, I noticed after the first 24-hour, no, that was a 12-hour stream that you didn't have much XP done because you were too busy playing co-op because it's just too much fun.
We had it, man.
And now you're back on the XP grind for Zion. And so did you get the last level 40?
Of course. I always get all the level 40s.
Did you get put on a team by Floki?
Yes, sir. Got put on the Toronto Raptors, man. The best team, by the way.
Okay. Is that your favorite team?
Yeah, we got some good guys.
Wow. Another person that
Oh no
got put
no
on their
no oh,
favorite
no
team.
no 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 no. Oh, I thought you meant like is that the favorite team
Oh,
in
Fed, really?
the
That's
book?
what we're doing.
No 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 no. But my
Are
favorite
you a
team is the
closet
Timberwolves.
Raptor fan, Fed? Is this breaking news that you're actually a
No
Raptor fan?
no. I am unfortunately a Minnesota Timberwolves fan.
Oh,
Yeah
you're the other one. I heard you and Ty Debo are the two,
yeah.
right?
We're on our own little island, man.
Hey, stay strong. I like that though. I like that you can admit it because it'd be easy to jump on the Raptors bandwagon when they win with Kawhi, but
Yeah
you're not like us Viking fans that we're gonna stay in the trenches. You go ahead and win your things. We're gonna stay in the trenches and enjoy it.
yeah.
What what's your current grind when you play 2K? What's your current grind?
Really just anything that involves XP at the moment. I've been kind of just bouncing around everywhere after I got done doing co-op. That was obviously the main focus at that point. But now it's just kind of, doing everything that's XP related until I get Zion.
Did you get any of the new cards that came out today? Those packs?
I got Karan Butler for winning 6 games plus I'm offline. Did his,
Mm.
now I'm stuck with him.
Just I can hear the excitement in your voice. Is he that good?
Nah, I mean he's okay. He's a smooth, shooting guard. His shot's kind of weird, but other than that, he'll get the job done for my XP.
You're not going to trot him out for the next co-op runs or anything?
Oh no.
Oh,
T-Mac's here to stay.
I heard that T-Mac is good. I heard that T-Mac is good.
He,
But you need, especially to carry the 24-hour streams, you need MT in the coffers. Oh, what is your strategy to keep some MT in the books?
mm, them Sapphire prize balls, man. Those the money makers for me. You know, Playing the game, cracking prize balls, getting 4 to like 3,000 per prize ball potentially, or you can even get 15 to 10 tokens. That stuff adds up a long way.
And the occasional pack, occasional promo pack, those are nice.
Yeah, I haven't got one
Prize
of those.
balls might be my favorite thing of the game. I don't know if that's true or not, but it seems like it right now.
Yeah, it's definitely MT there.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and Amethyst is my move.
Oh yeah.
So I'm betting T Max your favorite card of the game right now.
Yeah, T-Mac. Rick Smith's slowly getting up there, though. I've been using him a little bit. A lot more. I've been enjoying him. T-Mac is definitely number one.
Okay. Speaking of favorites, who's your favorite to win the NBA Finals?
Uh, Man, I see what the Nuggets are doing. I see what the Heat are doing. It's kind of hard to go against the Heat with all the teams that they have knocked out this year in the playoffs. But it's also you gotta nod your head to the Nuggets as well and give them their respect. So I think I'm gonna stay with the Heat, man. I think I'm gonna stay with the Heat.
Whew.
They took out
Probably a close
the
one
yeah.
to keep
It's
the sanctity of the
it'll be
co-op together.
yeah.
Yeah. And well, how about you? What's your NBA Finals coming up? What's your biggest challenge coming up?
Um, Pretty much say what DFS has said earlier in the spaces, just being consistent, honestly, especially coming up in this summer here, with the game slowly, entering that, end game stage and whatnot, it's going to get harder and harder to be consistent, to daily stream, and not only that, but stream long hours and even hell, double streams. So that's definitely a challenge.
Oh yeah, that's good point. Good point about the summertime 2K experience. This should be interesting to see how it goes. Get transition from 2K23 to 24. But
Yes.
but anything else that you've learned this year besides this challenge coming up? Anything you learned about yourself? Anything you've learned over the course of streaming?
Being disciplined and being consistent, you know, That was a big thing. I wanted to be consistent at start of 2K23, and I wasn't. I was kind of just 50-50 most days. But when this new year hit, I was on top of it, and then just had to stick with it. And I want to continue to do that for the rest of this year.
All right. Yeah. That's a good lesson learned, especially when you can learn yourself and kind of reinvent yourself as a streamer.
Yes,
And all it takes is just to fire up more often. And yeah, it's a whole new world. So shout out to you, Fed, especially for the 24 hours, man. I don't think I could ever do that. It's definitely mind over matter on those.
yes, sir.
And so you're my shout out tonight. But you also being a co-op sweat, I need you to do a co-op style shout out. 3 people, a 2K related, yourself, and an IRL shout out. Remember,
Shout
on
out.
YouTube, so it's here forever.
The IRS shout out is obviously, my rock, my mother. She does what she can for the family. She's been there from start, and she's helped me a lot during my life. I always love her for that. Can never go against her, obviously. Shout out to me. I ain't got much to say. I'm gonna keep putting in the work and keep being consistent. Co-op obviously is Ramsey. It's hard to go against that. That's my guy right there. Been locked in since day one. So yeah. Shout outs.
No, those are 3 great shout outs. 3 great shout outs. And yes, I do want everyone to shout out yourself because that's what everybody needs to do once in a while. Even though it's awkward and it feels, yeah, you've been told not to brag forever. No, we're here to brag once in a while. To say that's what Twitter's for, to brag. Look what I've done. So yeah,
Back, man.
great shout outs. So thank you, Fed, for sure.
Yes.
I do got to hop in and get Steven in here. I've missed talking to Steven for a little bit. And Rye Guy, video game nerd, you're up here. Junior, you're up here. Joe, I'm trying to get you in, but every time I approve you as speaker, you leave. Are you having the same issues that I'm having? So, sorry, Steven. Sorry to cut you off. But how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty great, actually. I'm doing good. How about yourself, Tim?
Fantastic. I am doing fantastic. Can you tell me how you won the weekend?
Yeah, I actually will. So my dad asked me to take me, myself, my dad, and my grandfather to our train museum, which is down here in San Diego. And we had a good time. Learned a lot about miniature trains, obviously, and how actually expensive a hobby that is. Because I didn't believe it was that expensive or that complex. But or basically, as we were leaving, I had happened to get a girl's number, so that was my win for the weekend.
Talk about out of nowhere. I didn't think that's where the story was going to go. I thought you were going to say, and before you know it, I'm in a train collecting club. No?
No, we were trying to get my grandfather into one because he's been in the house a little too much.
Hey, so that's a W. Nice work all around. Sounds like a good little weekend. There you go. And you get to learn about trains. So
I did,
yeah.
which is awesome.
Yeah. So did you have any time to enjoy season 7 of NBA 2K?
Did. I played a couple unlimited games yesterday, and I played one earlier, and it's fun not playing the same 5 guys every time. It's fun playing some guys who play different, who shoot step backs, who make the game a lot more interesting, which I find unlimited to be my grind mode, even though I probably play other modes more often.
So what's your current level for Zion?
I think I'm 22. I'm 1 level off Elvin Hayes.
Okay, there you go. And so unlimited, is that if you had to pick a chosen game mode that you jump right into, would it be unlimited, or what's your current grind
Probably
mode?
Actually, no, I take that back. Rec. I play actually more my career than I do my team.
Okay. Rec sweat, park sweat. Well, not
a
park. I guess it's not
rec.
park. It's not
Very
park.
much
I gotta
rec
get
sweat.
that right. Just rec sweat. Do you do your workouts?
No. After I got the rebirth, I kind of just since it's all comes with the player, I just kind of gave it
Oh,
up.
okay. Okay, yeah. So if you don't have to do the workouts, yeah, who would do them? Yeah, once you get
Exactly.
gym rat, yeah, I get it. I get it. So what's your current strategy to build MT?
Play the game. That's kind of about it. Just play. I may not get much. I might get me a decent like Danny Green or somebody, just a nice little rotational piece here and there. But I'm not saving up to spend the big bucks on one guy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then it all adds up. You play the game little bits, get a new guy, a little Galaxy Opal maybe. Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
So
Spend like
who's your
6 or
current favorite
7,000
card?
here and there. My
Yep.
current favorite card. Ooh, this has to be a tie between Gilbert Arenas and Hakeem Olajuwon.
Mm,
Because Gilbert is
okay.
by far my best shooter on my entire team. Probably best. I'm not even say best playmaker, just best scorer. Like if I need a bucket, it's going to Gilbert.
All right.
And then
Confidence.
playing some undersized centers. Like I think I played a guy with Bam once, and I gave my Hakeem post take, shot 2 or 3 post fades, shot a hop shot, a shimmy fade. He got takeover and took over. So just having
Lived up to the
moments where
badge.
like just playing, the badge.
Yeah. And so what about last season? Did you end up getting the level 40 last season?
I did.
Oh, really? Did
I did.
you end up getting put on a team by Floki?
Yes, I did. Let me see where. Gosh dang it! I literally just had it loaded up a minute ago, dude. I'm laughing.
No, that's what happens. That's what I've been kicked out of my own space twice tonight. So I expect I expect the unexpected. You might never find it. You're gonna guess probably in the
Okay,
end.
there we go. No, I
Oh,
got it. I am the starting small forward for the Warriors.
oh,
What an
okay. And
honor.
are
Even
you
though
a
that's
Warriors
not my
fan?
team.
Who's your team?
Suns. Chilling up there
Suns.
with Cam. But shout out to
Wow.
July. Currently the only team member that I can recognize outside of Coach Penrod.
Nice.
So I recognize those two on the team. That's about it.
Hey, there you go. You got shift to the Warriors. See, people typically would they be excited to be on the Warriors?
Yeah, I know. Hey, I'll just say, on the best shooting team to ever exist, I'm cool to be the small forward.
Oh, yeah.
I
All
do
right.
have me a Kevin Durant build, so who's saying what? I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'd be 7'3" small forward. I like that. I like that. So who do you think wins the NBA Finals?
Honestly, I want the Nuggets to win it. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah, they could use it.
Because seeing all the absolute master classes that Jokic just put up over the past few years in the playoffs, being probably one of the best players on the planet at the game in terms of just winning wise, and doing it with a not healthy team at times, an inconsistent team, inconsistent role players, and now he has his full team together. I'd love to see him win a chip.
Yep. Yep. And you got to see those big men just get beat up on day to day, game in, game out. Just get beat up and fouled and beat up and fouled. It's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah,
I don't know how Jokic does it, man. He's literally one of a kind.
yeah. Yep. So what do you think your NBA Finals is coming up? Your biggest challenge? Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to skip that one for right now because I can't.
Okay.
I don't want to put too little time into it. No.
Yeah, I would say building a model train set. That'd be your biggest challenge. So I'll answer it for you. What about buying gifts? What about buying gifts for family and friends? Is that a challenge?
I wouldn't call it a challenge. I mean, I know generally what my dad likes, so I have a clue of what I want to get him for Father's Day. But for Mother's Day, I just visited my mom and gave her flowers because she lives about an hour away from where I do.
Okay, there you go.
So I don't get to see her that often.
All right. Well, if you're ever searching for a place to buy gifts, just shop at karamoldenart.com. Great artist.
Can you like tweet that out just so I can retweet it, get all my like
you're
300
seeing the
followers or
beginning.
something.
Hey, a follower. If one set of eyes gets on it, it's wonderful. It's a flex for me because I think she can actually see how many visits that whatever it is gets, and so it's just a flex for me, pretty much to say, hey, look how many friends I got. That's all it is. And if you sell some things, cool, because they're amazing things. They're amazing things, but I don't expect people to pay their hard-earned money on something that they don't want. But you go there, you see something you like. It's cool. It's cool stuff.
I'll
For sure.
definitely check it out though, for sure.
Yeah. And so, what have you learned this year?
Starting my day off with a good note, and I do this by every time I wake up, go to take a shower. I get out the shower, I look at myself in the mirror after all the fog's cleared. I just say, "Today, it's a great day to have a great day." Or
I like
I
that.
take that back. It's a good day to have a great day.
It's a good day to have a great day.
And that just put a smile on your face, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
See, it works, man. It works.
Positive mental attitude that I know it's like a catchphrase or a buzzword or whatever they call it, positive mental attitude, PMA, but it's truth.
It is. And I noticed a very large difference when I'd wake up at 5 a.m. to go get ready to work and be in a shitty mood and have a bad day, and then started doing it and just saw progress. So I just kept doing it and kept doing it. And it's basically a routine now.
Yeah. Trick yourself into believing that you're happy. Before you know it, you're happy.
Exactly.
Well, shout out to you, Steven. You're going to be my shout out tonight, then. That's
Wait,
a good.
hold on. I thought Fed was going to be your shout out.
You're going to be my shout out tonight, Steven. All right, right here.
All right.
You and me. You and me. But and on that note, a co-op style shout out. I'm going to ask that of you to give a shout out to 3 people, one 2K related, yourself, and then IRL shout out. And remember, recording for YouTube forever. So, yeah.
2K shout out. I'm gonna just give DFS Doe a shout out because back in was it December 2021? I think that I had just hopped into a stream randomly, saw him playing with like Sapphire Cade Cunningham of the Colossal set last year, and I was like, how do I get into this mode? Because I was curious because I was a My Player person for so long. And obviously, shout out to myself, Stephen A.G. Smith on Twitter, Stephen A.G. Smith on Instagram. If you want to hit me up, And then my IRL shout out is going to be a group of people and then one person. So first shout out, I want to shout out to my dad for being my rock, being my moral guide, my moral compass sometimes when I'm not always on the right path. And number 2, to my my absolute closest IRL friends, which one of them happens to be my brother. So I feel like I'm blessed to, have a group that supports me as much as they do.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, excellent shout outs. Steven, you nailed it. You nailed it. See, I'm speechless at the shout outs. But thanks a bunch. And I look forward to seeing more model train tweets.
Hey, maybe, man. You never know.
It's a whole lifestyle. Imagine the followers.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Same.
Wait, what was that question I skipped earlier? I'm blanking on it now.
It is, what is your biggest challenge, your NBA Finals? Or maybe it was remembering what the last question was. Maybe that was your biggest challenge.
Yeah,
I didn't remember.
maybe it was.
So think about that. Yeah, think about that.
Challenge is self-love, because I find it very difficult at times to bring myself out of a rut or to show enough love to myself to where I'm comfortable being who I really am instead of hiding in a shell of what I want to be.
That is deep, but it's accomplishable. Positive mental attitude.
And that's one of the footstones.
Yep. Things that have to do with yourself and you're working on yourself is one of the easiest and yet the toughest things you can do, that you can change, you can work on. So keep up the good work, Steven.
Thank you, Tim, for doing all this, man.
And getting numbers on the way out of an outing with your grandpa, man. What is this? What is the Riz game going on here? Huh?
Hey,
well done.
WFS said, man, Rizzle missile.
Yeah,
I got the Riz radius.
Yep. Another dude with some Riz is the video game nerd. He's got the Riz.
Well, let's see.
Yeah. How you doing, video game nerd? And Junior, Rye Guy, Joe, Dadbot, I got you guys too. Just got a couple people that haven't been in here in a little while. And I know, Joe, I promised you last week to speak, so stick around. And Jimmy, we're going to get you in here as well. So to clean up all that and then say hello again to Video Game Nerd.
Hello.
How you doing?
Been doing good.
Good. Good to hear. Good to hear. How are you winning the weekend? Or how did you win the weekend?
Nah, I didn't do much. I just sat here and just looked at my homework.
Yeah, well, that's all right. But you're still out there chatting with people, speaking in spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job. See, you're still getting out there, getting in the community. What do you mean you didn't do much?
I did do that. I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, I don't. I see people doing awesome things. I remember. So, oh yeah, good job. That's how you won the weekend. Okay, just letting you know.
Thank you.
Put that on your resume. Did you play any 2K?
Today was like a day that I finally decided to go back to play. I got Karen Butler from my free Rush Eagle Chance pack. I got Carmelo to a Dark Matter, so now I have 2 Dark Matters.
2 Dark Matters
And
in one day, just like that.
And then also I got the D-Lo from the locker code, so he's actually been nice. So
All right. So yeah, you're dominating. I'd say dominating.
thank you.
Are you going for Zion?
Maybe.
Where are you at right now? If you had to say.
Probably one of the lowest guys in this party, like 15. I mean, in the space, like 15 or 16.
Hey, that's good. That's a start. Hey, you can't get to 40 without passing 15 or 16. So
Yeah.
you're on the way. Yeah, you're on the way. So what's your current grind? What's your current mode you hop into?
Well, triple threat. I love triple threat. It's one of my favorite modes to play.
Triple threat, online or offline?
Offline, I hate online. I don't like playing other people.
Did you get Sean Elliott? That's why I ask.
No.
Me either. That's my grind. That's my current grind. I got to get Sean Elliott. A Spurs fan. Jeez. So good luck with your Sean Elliott grind then.
Thank you.
When you're trying to buy players, you need MT though. What's your grind to get MT? Or do you have a move? Do you have a method? Do you have a secret?
I'm gonna try to snipe. I've just been seeing so I have all these shoe boosts, correct? So I've been having a good time, and I've just been selling these shoe boosts, and I've been getting some MT off of it.
Okay, now you're speaking my language with the shoe boosts. I like that. It's a gold mine.
And then I'm looking at certain shoes and seeing if they actually have a certain sell price. So, and of course, sniping, my big one.
So sniping and working the market.
Yes.
Yeah, that's smart. That's what you got to do because it's the market and the auction house is a different phase of the game itself. You know, it's actually pretty enjoyable. I like that. So who's your favorite card right now?
I just got all these new cards, but a continuation of my favorite card is gotta be Glenn Rice, Mr. Glenn. I've been loving his card, and I need to get I got the Galaxy Opal, so I'm doing just fine with that. And another person that came out with a zero chill thing was Michael Red. I have to get his Galaxy Opal too, so both those cards are some of my favorite cards.
Oh yeah, shooters. So you're a shooter, huh? You launch? You like to launch?
Yeah, I love shooting.
Yeah. Yeah, those are 2 good cards to do it with, Rice.
Yeah, those are favorites.
But as far as favorites, you have a favorite basketball team?
So I tweeted out something like I think for 50 followers. I'm like I don't have no, I think I told somebody else that I don't have any favorite team. So I've just been like a casual, just looking at all these teams. Like
Have you heard of this Wembyana guy? Wembyana.
Yeah.
You should be a Spurs fan. Come join me and be a Spurs fan. We're gonna have fun the next 20 years watching this kid play. All right?
Maybe.
You're welcome. You're welcome. But did you make the level 40 last season?
Nope.
Okay. So Floki didn't put you on a team. All right, that's fine. Maybe next time you're in the G League this year. So
Yeah, I'm in the G League.
maybe next season you might make it up to the pros.
Yep.
Speaking of pros, who do you think is going to win the NBA Finals in the pros?
Like, I saw the Nuggets. Nuggets, they look legit with Jokic, but it all matters on that Celtics Heat game. I gotta quickly check that score. Um, okay, so right now, it's
I
just
know
very close.
someone who's got the score. Yeah.
Okay, so it's pretty close.
Ramsey,
I,
can we get a quick score check on that game?
It's 43-42. Miami regained the lead off of a Caleb Martin three.
Thanks,
Cool.
Ramsey.
Yeah, perfect. See, that's nice. You got Ramsey at your fingertips. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like the Heat could win that series, and then Nuggets Heat. I probably want the Heat to win. I love Jimmy Butler, but I was watching something earlier today that since if the Heat win today, the attention span of a lot of NBA fans and it's no interesting matchups. It's just Jokic versus Butler. Like they don't have any historic franchises. So there's like those theories and I'm like, I don't care. I think the Heat are gonna win that. But it's gonna be in like 7 games.
All right, yeah, I'm rooting for get some good basketball, and that's what it is. Because yeah, the storylines that you don't see are the ones that end up coming up to the forefront, the ones that you don't guess what they're going to be. So yeah, enjoy who's ever out there. Root for good basketball, even if it's not LeBron. Come on, right? So do you have a NBA Finals coming up for you?
You know,
Like
like
a big challenge coming up that you're gonna attack like you would if you're playoff Jimmy Butler?
I just have so the thing with school, which I really hate, they assign projects the last month of school. So I've just got projects upon projects to get done. It's just been the most annoying thing, but that's my grind and that's what I'm doing. Those are my finals,
That's your agenda right there, huh?
my
I like
agenda.
that. Well, good luck in the finals. I'd be rooting for you. I'd buy
Thank
a video game nerd
you.
jersey for you. So, speaking of school, and maybe not even school, maybe life, what have you learned this year?
So this is gonna be kind of personal to me. So I remember, so I would always talk to this person every day, and I said on the last day of school last year, I said bye, have a great summer. And of course, I'm walking back to my class, and I hear the person behind me say, "Is he autistic?" And it was a big pain. Hurt. It definitely hurt. But here's the big thing. This year, I've heard a lot of people criticize me for stuff I've done, like running through the hallways or whatever. That they just say, just they say some stuff. So a big thing I've learned is that it doesn't matter what people think of you. The only thing that you need to think of, the only thing that you should be thinking about is how well you can be. Because at the end of the day, you don't need to rely on people's opinions.
1,000%. 1,000%. That's right. And you're gonna learn that time and time again. And we all learn things like that. That one of my things is you got to be your own biggest cheerleader. You know, if you're rooting for yourself, people start rooting for you.
Yes,
It's contagious. Positive vibes are contagious.
they are sometimes.
Just as much as negative vibes are contagious, positive vibes are contagious. So yeah, keep gravitating towards the positive vibes because it's things. People can be mean, people can be rude, people can be whatever they want, but that's on them. It's up to us if we let it ruin our day.
Yeah,
And you made my day being here tonight.
yeah,
Made your return to the Tuesday space, which is cool.
yeah. It's got somehow on every Tuesday I've always had something big to get done, and this one, not really.
Yeah, and
No.
hey, and never feel obligated. I appreciate your time being here. And I know you're kicking butt in school and you're doing your thing. So yeah, never feel obligated to be here. But the mic is always warmed up for you when you get here.
And
Always.
that makes me thankful for the spaces you've done and bringing the people together for this. I'm grateful for that too.
Hey, well,
You've done a
shout out
great
to
job.
you for that. Now you're my shout out tonight, video game nerd. All right, you're my shout out tonight.
And whenever we get to shout outs, you're my shout out.
Nope, you can't. No, I'm off limits on shout outs, but I do need 3 shout outs from you. All right. 3 shout outs. 1, 2K related.
Okay.
1 has to be yourself.
Yes.
And then 1 has to be IRL in real life.
Well, it's hard with the other 2, but myself, I've always done good. And of course, I've always taught myself lessons. I've always taught myself to do better than I would think. So I'm glad that I have. And of course, the people around me. In real life, I would probably say my friend. I'm not going to give out names because they're for their privacy. But he's been
Smart. I respect that.
he's been my best friend since elementary school, and he's always stood by me, even though he likes to tease with me. He's always been one of my bestest friends, and I can always talk to him about stuff. So he's my in real life shout out. And 2K related. Sad you're off limits. It's definitely hearing that you saying that all of that about
Typically, I just shout out Ramsey whenever I get in trouble. Whenever I get in the bind, I just shout out Ramsey.
Yeah, but I think I have one person that I've shouted out, and even though I only started going to this space like Saturday, I'm internally glad for it, and I'm grateful for Green Lantern and Godson, both of them. I love the space I was in, and I see King Chill in here. I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful for that Saturday space because it's just a nice thing to do in my evening and just relax and just go to.
I agree. I agree with that one. Yep. Yeah, those are 3 great shout outs right there. And then plus the shout out to the Saturday space. That was a fun time. I listened to it, got to participate. Yeah, those guys are doing a great thing. Him and Ramsey, King Chill, Godson, and
Yeah.
Green Lantern, Jermaine.
Yeah, it's 12 of them I've been enjoying.
Yeah, nailed it. See, I should have shouted that space out earlier. So thank you for bringing that up. Look at you keeping me in line, keeping the space in line.
But can I say something? I just want to give a shout out to the community for letting me in, and I've just been blessed with the people who I've met along the way. It's just been an incredible journey, and I'm glad of the people who, let me talk 2K to them.
Listen, you stuck with us now, and if anybody got a problem with it, you send them to right over here. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh yeah, you're one of us now. All right. For better or for worse. All right.
This is the way.
Yeah. Thank you for being part of the community. It is the best community that I've seen.
Thank you.
And another one I got to thank is Dad Bod Joe. We didn't get to talk to him last week because he was way late.
Or the week before.
Or the week before. Yeah, no, they're not slacking. But the one time that we got in there late, that was the thing I was talking about. Because I never expect anybody to be here. Always appreciate when they. How you doing tonight?
First, I just want to jump onto one thing before Rye Guy hops out to do whatever he's got to do. I'm autistic. I'm not saying you are, but I was the weird kid in school. I had one friend, and thank God I had him. He helped me out a lot with just getting through school. But now I'm a 6-figure earner. I'm still weird at work. I don't make many friends, I'll be honest. This is why I come here every Tuesday. You guys are my friends, realistically. I still got my best friend since, middle school, but outside of him, I don't have too many friends. My wife's my best friend. But I'm a 6-figure earner. I'm an engineer. Being autistic has its perks. You become... You're outside, you have 2 personalities, right? You have your personality you have in public, which is overly outgoing, not necessarily, but for me it was. But I don't know. I had a friend who once said, Joe, if you're ever going to do a drug, do weed. Never do coke because you're already on coke in life. So that kind of puts out my personality. I'm bigger than life, way more than I should be in real life.
And that's the support system is here, and people say a label and everything it's not and that's all it is. What it is, it's some sort of label that somebody tries to put on you. It's no way you act, no way you need to live your life, no way you need to believe in yourself.
And the one thing I would say to always keep in mind is if you're going to send an email, read it 3 times. because I don't know if you have that problem, but my entire life, my first email is horribly written into the point where it's going to piss everyone I send to off because I just say exactly how I feel above and beyond how I should feel. So the autistic side of me does come out in my initial email, and then I rewrite it, and then I look at it, and then I rewrite it. Sometimes I send it early, and I get in trouble, and I've lost jobs because of it. So don't look at it as a bad thing.
Proofreading emails should be done for everybody always.
Yeah, so don't look at it as a bad thing to be autistic. Look at it as a challenge to embrace because you're you. Don't worry about what other people think of you. Just like you said, you got to be your own biggest person, right? And just like
biggest cheerleader.
Yeah, exactly.
And
so
that way
I just
you
want
can
to
do
say
things
that.
like. Well, no, I appreciate that, and that's the community is so diverse, but yet we're so much more alike than we think.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people realize I'm autistic, but I'm autistic. It's 100% sure.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe you do. I don't know.
No judgment here. No judgment here. I it's not something I look for and try to pick out. So, you could or couldn't be. I'm no doctor or whatever would diagnose something like that. But speaking of wins and challenges, how about the weekend? Did you win the weekend?
We've been just trying to get our house cleaned up because we're gonna rent or sell it. Probably rent it, and we took a little bit. I think forced a little bit of relaxation over the weekend. We went swimming because where we're staying now has a pool, so that's the win. Going swimming.
Okay. Going swimming is a win.
Yeah,
it is. I'm going swimming. It's a nice thing to say. It's a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
But when you're not swimming, are you playing 2K?
Not as much as I should. I owe King Chill a game from like a week and a half ago already. I did a real life draft pick, and I was supposed to play the game with him the next day, and then I got really busy, didn't get home until late, and I was tired, and it's been like nonstop for a while.
That's life. So are you currently playing season 7 at all, or not yet?
Yeah, but I'm only like a level 10 because I'm not actually playing it. I'm just kind of jumping on for some quick co-op and then trying to get these locker codes before they go away.
Level 10. There you go. See, shout out. I know somebody was level 15. I already forgot who it was. Jeez, I'm old. But yeah, see, I guess you're the new low totem pole for the Zion grind. So thank you. Yeah, that means you're doing other things. You're making things happen outside. You like that?
Trying to.
Do you have a favorite card?
Scottie Pippen. Stellar packs. Still the card I rock with in co-op, man.
All right. Hey, when you come to...
I switched to somebody else, and I mean, I only have reward cards. I never keep anything but stuff I'm stuck with. So, like you say, how do you make MT? Mine is just I sell everything.
Mm-hmm. So doesn't that say a lot, though, that you can play and still have fun with a stellar Scottie Pippen and still play the game mode because co-op is so good?
Yeah, I mean, and I'm at a place right now where the Wi-Fi was really spotty. I finally got it nailed down now. It's actually really good. But it was spotty, and we were still winning, not every game, but a good amount.
Okay, okay.
Pippen's still amazing on defense. He's still got a butter shot, so there's really not much to go wrong with him. He's got a back behind the back that can bring you right to the rim. He's a great, 97. I think when he came out, he should have been an early 99, but,
Did you end up getting Hakeem?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, did you end up getting put on a team by Floki?
Yeah, I'm on the soon-to-be NBA champions for the first time, Denver Nuggets, as a starter. So, I mean,
Oh, okay.
I'm a Bulls fan, but, hey, the Bulls have not done as well as the Nuggets. So I'm happy to be a Nugget player on that 40.
You're happy to jump ship as long as it wins you a championship, huh?
Yeah, I'll bandwagon right to that ring, man.
Oh, yeah, I'd do it. To get a ring, yeah. That's forever stuff. That's forever stuff.
So I'm a Jimmy Butler fan, though. I've been rooting for the Heat alongside the Bulls all year, but at this point now I'm like, might as well go for the Nuggets. My name's on it.
No loyalty.
Yeah,
no loyalty is what I hear. No, Jimmy.
Hey, well, it's because It's because I'm a Bulls fan, so it doesn't make a difference. I don't care what team wins. I'll be honest. It doesn't make a damn difference to me.
So what about in your life, NBA Finals? What's your biggest finals coming up? What's your biggest challenge coming up?
I, as you know, applied to the Netherlands, and I'm waiting to hear back, but I'm almost positive I have the job.
Oh boy, that's huge.
I'll be if I play 2K24, I'll be in the auction house ban list because they're not allowed to have auction house. So it will be locker codes and pack rips only for me.
Yeah, that's that would be a challenge in the auction house.
It's a challenge to get to level 40 more than anything.
Absolutely, yeah. Without the auction house, very challenging.
Yeah.
And for some people are challenged buying gifts. Do you have that challenge?
I have the challenge of not like constraining myself from buying gifts.
Oh, really? Well, perfect. If you're in the mood to buy a whole bunch of gifts, check out caramoldenart.com. It's a place
You got
where
it
you
on
can
your
buy some
bio?
pretty cool stuff.
I
I don't.
Well, then
I
you're
don't.
slacking. You can't blame me if I don't do that because that's a long website.
It's on I'll tweet it.
No. You got to put if you're a representative for a company, put it in your bio. Be a good man, and then on top of that,
This
get
is a
link tree.
sponsored space. I'm not a representative. She had to pay for this, man.
Get a
I'm not a
link tree.
representative.
Then get a link tree. That way, if you add or subtract these things, you can just have one link tree on your bio. It doesn't take up much space. Put your link tree in your bio. It takes 10 minutes to make a link tree. You can get the link tree app. It's real convenient. While you're at it, go to my bio on Twitter at @thedadbodjoe and check out my link tree.
There you go. Perfect. See, that's what I've learned today. That's what I've learned this year about a link tree.
Close.
Yeah, I'll look into that. But shout out to you, Joe.
Thank you
for all that good stuff. You're my shout out tonight. How about that?
Yeah, I think it's a recurring theme, but I appreciate it.
Oh, all right, good. So, in the honor of 2K and co-op, will you do me a co-op style shout out? That's one 2K related shout out, yourself, and one IRL shout out.
Okay, 2K related shout out. I already said King Chill Iowa game, so I'm not going to shout him out again, but I do shout him out. And I'm going to default. I'm gonna use the guy that everyone uses, but I have a reason. No offense to everyone has a reason. I shouldn't say it that way. See, his autism sticking out right now. But anyway, Ramsey, he is going to be my 2K shout out for the fact that I owe him a conversation, and I've owed him a conversation for 2 weeks, and I can't get my crap together to actually put a time that works. So shout out to him. Just low key on that. He's an awesome dude. He's got his head on his shoulders. He's a young guy, but he's got a bright future. So just needs to start streaming.
Oh, I like that. Good shout out. Good shout out. But we cannot put our expectations upon other people.
No. So it's on me. It's on me. He's been ready. So no.
Yeah.
But
well, thanks a bunch, Joe.
Yeah, I just wanted to do the IRL one for my baby sister and my niece. They're both graduating within the next. Well, my niece next week and my baby sister like 3 weeks later or 2 weeks later. So
okay.
Obviously,
so you got some graduation parties to go to.
Is that time? Well, I'm gonna go to the one in Arizona, but I can't make it to my sister's. She's in Wisconsin. So
send a card or something nice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if you need a good gift, good graduation gift, go to caramoldenart.com.
Is it in the link tree?
Yeah, it's in my link tree.
All right, better be in the link tree.
Go ahead. It's on MySpace. Go ahead and check it out.
Yep. I have one.
Perfect. Thanks a bunch. And I know, Junior, you've been waiting for a while. I appreciate you hanging out, listening. We might as well, if you want to speak, might as well just hang out in the speaker spot, right?
Been waiting so long, I'm about to feel as old as you.
Yeah. But no, nobody feels as old as me, especially after you get done playing Ramsey last week. I'm still, still trying to figure out where North Carolina's at.
Speaking of Ramsey, how about them Heat?
What's the update? What's the update, Ramsey?
Miami leads 56-50.
It's just Marcus Smart, bro. We need to get rid of him, bro. He sucks.
Heard Grant Williams doing horrible.
Listen, all I know
he
is
can stay. It's Marcus Smart.
These motherfuckers better lock it down. We got 24 minutes. 24 minutes. That's all
Ramsey,
I need.
can you confirm has Grant Williams poked the bear?
Well, not tonight. Not tonight.
No, he didn't do anything.
Not tonight. But like I
said, he was getting. What was he getting in Jimmy Butler's face the other night? Is that what was happening, Junior?
He pissed Jimmy off, and that didn't end well.
He doesn't know Jimmy Butler is him,
especially in the playoffs.
He found out though, didn't he?
But back to the scheduled program.
Yeah, back to you. All right, so how you doing, Junior? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Great. I'm doing great. How about winning the weekend? Did you win this weekend?
I would say yeah. I got paid for. Do you know how I've been complaining about my school, like my classes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, even though I've been complaining about them, I still do well in them, and my parents love it, so they pay me whenever I like bring home A's. So yeah, it's kind of fun.
Okay. Yeah, it's always fun to make money, especially making money because you're smart.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, that's a good win. I like that. I like that. Are you playing in 2K?
Yeah, I have been a little
For
bit.
season 7? For season, are you on the Zion grind?
Yeah.
What's that look like? Where you at?
Oh, I think I'm like level 32.
Sheesh. Yeah, that's a bit of a grind. I like that. Okay. Okay. What's your current mode? What's your go-to?
I don't really even have like a go-to, but like I'm more offline, but I'm trying to grind the unlimited because I need Artist Gilmore.
Mm. Or any
Like
particular reason you want artists?
because he's tall.
Hmm. The Yow Stopper? Is he the Yow Stopper?
Pro- Possibly depends which Yao.
Oh yeah, true. Like, is he the Emerald Yow Stopper from the Deck the Halls set?
No,
He'll
that
stop. He'll
Yao's too
stop all
good.
the yows.
That
Just
Yao
gonna
is too
say.
good. No one's stopping Emerald Yao.
Yeah, perfect, perfect. So when you're trying to get MT on this Zion grind, what's your move?
Um, well, my main is just playing the game and trying to get all of the random like nice little amounts of MT everywhere, like limited, and then collector level, and then isn't there some in the just the XP level wars? I think there is just random MT amounts in there,
Oh yeah,
and
probably like up the ladder. Yeah, yeah.
then one more way would be I've been picking up on the shoe game.
Mhm. Yeah. So I've been picking up on the shoe game. How long have we been friends, Junior? How long?
I don't know.
It's season 7, my dude, and you're just picking up on the shoe game.
Yeah, I've been sleeping on it honestly.
All right. Well, if you follow my YouTube, smolesfiles.com or YouTube. What I don't even know how to link it. I better get my link tree in order. I probably got to better put that on the thing, the bio.
We've been
But
friends
yeah,
for this
the shoe
long, and
game
you
is,
don't think I'm following your YouTube?
and you're not in the shoe game, bro. I just want you to make MT. I'm here for you. That's it. I'm not disappointed. I'm just disappointed. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Shoot.
I get it.
What's your favorite card right now?
Favorite card, Bob Bob Pettit.
Bob Pettit. Okay. What about Bob?
I don't know. I think I just really like him because of how many people were disappointed that they didn't grind limited for him.
Okay. So you like him out of spite.
Yeah, that plus he's actually really good.
Oh, okay. Good. Good. Did you end up getting Hakeem last season?
Yep,
Oh, okay. Did you end up getting put on a team from Floki?
I did, and
Oh.
I love being put on it, but it hurts my eyesight so badly because I have to like squint my eyes and have to go through each one of the teams and whatever. But I did end up finding it. I was,
Mm-hmm.
I was the 17th man on the Pelicans.
All right. You're on the squad. All right.
Sad we didn't make the playoffs this year, but we'll be back.
There's room to grow. Room to grow. Are the Pelicans your favorite team IRL?
No.
Who's that?
My favorite team would probably be I would say either the Bucks or the Warriors.
Oh, Bucks or Warriors? Okay, okay. Do you think? Well, neither one of those could win the finals. Um, who do you think is going to win the finals?
I want it to be the Nuggets just because of Jokic has been working so hard, and I don't know how he's a back-to-back MVP plus the number 1 seed, and somehow he's still the underdog for the playoffs. But I just have a feeling in the back of my mind that Jimmy Butler is about to drop 70 each game because KCP and Aaron Gordon like to talk, and you know Jimmy Butler and LeBron have recently been bears that have been poked, and Jimmy Butler puts his heart and soul into every single game, and it's just sometimes it's just too difficult to.
Playoff Jimmy is different. Playoff Jimmy is different.
Yeah, I can see how Ramsey supports him.
Mm-hmm. What about playoff Junior? What's your NBA Finals coming up? What's your biggest challenge?
Does it have to be IRL or does it just in
It can
general?
be what in general. The biggest thing that you're going to accomplish, biggest hurdle you got to push yourself to make happen.
Playing unlimited. It is the most draining thing that I think I've done on 2K.
All right.
But I'm 1/6 of the way there to get an artist, so progress.
That is progress. I like that. Good job making progress.
Mm-hmm.
And progress is learning. Give me something that you've learned this year.
Jimmy Butler is him.
That's good. I like that. Shout out to you for that, Junior. You're going to be my shout out for tonight. All right.
I'm not even going to take that into consideration because everybody's your shout out. So it's lost all its value again to me.
Well, I appreciate that, Junior. You'll still be my shout out tonight. All right. How about that?
Okay.
But in the co-op style shout outs I need out of you, can you give me 3 shout outs? A 2K shout out, yourself, and an IRL shout out.
Okay, so for my 2K one, it would probably be a tie between, I want to say TK, because he's been on the grind recently, and kind of want to, and Federal, because wasn't he the guy you were talking about that's been stacking 24 hours?
Yep, that's the dude.
I can barely stay awake for 5 hours, so stacking 24 hours doesn't sound like the easiest thing.
Built different, that's right.
Yep.
Okay.
And then for my IRL, I would probably have to say my mom. Definitely.
I like that. One more shout out?
I don't know who that last shout out could be to. I don't know, it's a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's all out of me. Yeah.
Nope. We're waiting. One last shout out. To the dude dominating in school, reluctantly dominating in school. Off son. That dude.
Was that you? I hear you
no,
have to do a lot of homework.
Yeah. Where's the junior shout out? Let's get it.
80
Let's
years
hear
old and still having to do homework. Not looking forward to it.
Junior.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll shout myself out. Yeah.
All right. Well, you're dominating. School's too easy. You're killing it in 2K. And you're a good son. So I'll shout you out. How about that? And you'll agree with me.
Yep. But just sometimes the one thing I just love about myself, especially during school, is that sometimes I don't have to pay attention and I can still do the best. It's like I want to study, but it's just, if I can excel at this rate and not have to study, I think that is a win.
Yeah, well, but you go from not having to study to not knowing what's going on in a split second. So that's a dangerous game, my dude. But keep studying, keep pushing yourself. All right.
Procrastination is the teenager's superpower.
That is garbage. Nobody remember that. If you remember nothing from the space, make that part of it.
If you remember
Procrastination is
anything from the
bad.
space, please remember that. Because procrastination can be your best friend.
No, thanks a bunch, Junior. Thanks a ton. We do have a couple more speakers tonight, and thanks everybody who spoke already. Rye Guy, I know you're here. How you doing?
Yep. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great as well. I won the weekend. Did you win the weekend?
I think I did win the weekend.
All right. How did that look?
I was able to play a lot outside because it was a nice weekend out, so I was able to play basketball a lot this weekend. And I know it kind of seems like the first statement I just said was untrue, but I did end up getting Artis Gilmore. So that's also a W, and Rick Smits. So
you were able to sweat IRL and online?
Yeah.
Sheesh, look at you multitasking.
Yep.
And streaming and stuff. Is the concussion done? Are we done with that? We recovered?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
No side effects. We're good. Solid.
Nope, no side effects. We're good.
Awesome. Love to hear it. That's don't want to mess around with that stuff. But so if you're sweating on 2K, what's your Zion grind looking like? Where's your level?
After I just finished these couple rush XPs that I just got done, I am now up to level 32.
Yeah, nice. And what's your current focus? What's your game mode of choice?
I mean, that's it's kind of obvious. You gotta go co-op. Co-op's my mode. Me and Ramsey dominate on each side, so it's gotta be us. There you go.
All right. So when you're trying to get some MT, what's your move to stack MT?
MT's got to be co-op as well. I get so much MT out of that mode. So I moved from I had 100K and now I'm almost at 200 just from co-op basically.
Nice. Okay. All right. That's a move. I like that. What's your card you use in co-op? What's your favorite card?
It's gotta be that Artis. Artis he's a dog. He plays so well. He has a 90 base speed, so he's fast, and he's 7'2". He can get anywhere on the court. So
okay, I like that. Did you end up getting Hakeem last season?
I did get Hakeem last season.
Did you get put on a team by Floki?
I did.
Which team?
I was put on the Magic.
The Magic. All right. Are you happy with that?
I mean, I can't complain. He spends so much time on these like posters or Wall of Fames. So I mean, I can't really be mad. Even though my profile picture is Jaylen Brown, I would have liked to be on the Celtics, but you can't always get what you want. I am though the starting power forward for the Magic, so gotta support. Got that big profile picture up there.
That's something. I like that. Yeah, and I call them works of art. What Floki does, he makes those big works of art.
Yep.
And I am a known Spurs fan, and I am not on the Spurs, so I will complain, and I'll angry tweet, and I'll continue to DM Floki about my thoughts, but that's between me and him. All right? We'll solve that on the interview show, I guess.
Yeah.
So who do you think's winning the finals then?
I mean, I gotta go with the should be 3 times MVP, Jokic, man. He's been putting up crazy numbers. I mean, I would have loved to say the Celtics, but I don't know what's going on right now. So but yeah, I have to say the Nuggets. Everyone on that team is looking like really good right now. Jamal Murray is going off, and all of them. Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., Jokic, Aaron Gordon. Yeah, they're all going off.
They're looking good. What about your NBA finals? Your biggest challenge coming up? What's that look like?
It's not really a challenge. It's kind of just like it's going to take a while. It's just getting through school, like finishing the rest of the school year. It's always the end where it gets slow because you're always thinking about that last day. That last day, every day is closer to that last day, but every day that you think of that makes it longer.
Yep. Every day you think of that last day, you're missing out on today.
Yep. Exactly.
I read that in a fortune cookie once.
Stealing quotes now.
Yeah. I have to. I run out of them. I think all quotes at this point are recycled. Somebody said
Yep.
everything. And somebody somewhere has said everything. So we just
Exactly.
accept it and move on. And that's what I've learned. What have you learned this year?
I was gonna say something, but I'll say if I come back to it. Oh, what I was gonna say is this is like directed towards anyone, like, and then I have one directed like kind of towards me, but this one there is like directed towards everyone, that even if you think no one's there for you, there's always gonna be at least that one person that's there for you. So never think that no one's there for you, because there's always gonna be someone there for you, and you can't think that way.
Agreed. And the one for you, I like that.
And the one for me is, I mean, I gotta shout out Ramsey with this, but it's like I've learned that there's people that I can talk to, that like I'm able to either rant or just say some random stuff to, and they'll like text back and not be like, and they'll always be like saying like stuff like motivating me towards stuff. So I gotta bring it to Ramsey though, because I've ranted about some stuff to Ramsey that I probably wouldn't rant to some people, and he's always taken it and like brought it back to me in positive words.
Nice. That's very, very kind words there, and that's great things to learn. That there are people there, and none of us are alone. We're as alone as we choose to feel. Because sometimes it does feel like we walk home and you get here and everything's quiet and there's nobody there, and somebody's only one phone call away. What's that song?
Yep.
Great stuff. Great learning. Shout out you, Rye Guy. All right, you're going to be my shout out tonight. How about that?
I am. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And since you are the co-op sweat on the PlayStation side, I need a co-op style shout out from you.
Co-op style shout out.
One 2K related shout out, yourself, and then one IRL shout out.
My co-op shout out, like it's got to be Hamza. I know he was in here for a little bit, but he's watching the game now. It's got to be Hamza. Me and him are that dynamic duo. If Fed and Ramsey are Wade and LeBron, me and Hamza are Shaq and Kobe. So
or Stockton and Malone. We won't talk about it.
Nah, we won't talk about that one. That one's not. We don't talk about that one because.
How do I tell you, buddy?
There's some controversy towards that one.
How do we tell him?
How do we tell you?
No, you just wait, Ramsey.
Great shout outs. Great job. Awesome stuff.
And to me, shout out myself.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll do that. And then my shout out IRL has got to be my parents. They're like, everything is for them. Like, it's always them. It's it's like parents come first before anyone. It's always your parents come first. Or to me.
That's awesome. All kids should think like that. All of them. All of you kids. All of my kids should think like that. All right? Whew. I'm going to make a t-shirt about that. Thanks a bunch, Rye Guy.
Or this is a great time to shout out the little thing, the thing your daughter does.
Oh, hey.
Making stuff.
Great idea. Great. Yeah. Great idea to shout out my daughter, to appreciate her parents. She's killing it to make me proud. CaraMoldenArt.com. Make some killer stuff, incredible stuff. Stuff that I'd never seen. So I'm excited about it. Thanks, Rye Guy. Again, my shout out for tonight.
Of course.
Another
Anytime.
shout out I got to give is our next speaker. And I know the order is a little bit skewed, but Isaac, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's good. Are you still celebrating your birthday?
Just actually finished.
Just finished. I figured it was going to be a big party. You and Evan get together. It's a wild time.
It was actually when me and Evan got to hang out, it was on Tuesday.
Okay, okay. I like that. I like that. Did you win the weekend?
I did.
All right. How did you win the weekend?
By pulling my first invincible dark matter.
You got an invincible?
Yeah.
Who?
Giannis.
No, man. The end game. It's end game. End game Giannis. Well done. Well done. So are you going for Zion, or now that you got Giannis, you don't need any more?
I'm working on getting to Zion.
All right. What's your current level?
31.
31. You sweat. Are you using? So what's your current grind? What's your favorite game mode you're playing right now?
My favorite game mode is either clutch time offline or triple threat offline.
All right. All right. Have you gotten Sean Elliott yet?
I haven't yet.
Okay, good. I mean, not good. I haven't gotten him either. I'd say good that neither of us have him. All right. I was going to be jealous. If you're pulling Invincible Giannis and you got Sean Elliott, I was going to be jealous. I'll admit it.
I know if I did get him, I would definitely let you know.
I bet. I bet. Yeah. So who's your current favorite card? Is it Giannis?
My favorite is definitely Giannis.
Yeah, I figured. Did you put any Hall of Fame badges on him?
I just actually made him a full 99 stats.
Okay, okay. Put some shoes on him. Badges. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Respect the shoe game. You got to respect the shoe game.
Gotta respect it.
Mm-hmm. Are you? Did you make the Floki 40 last season with Hakeem? What team are you on?
I'm on the team with you.
That's right, my Wizards teammate. I was gonna say, I know that. I know that. We're winning some things this year. I got a good feeling about our team.
Yeah, we got a good squad.
I've seen your jumper, so I'm happy. I'm happy with our squad. Maybe that we should have different jerseys. We should have Spurs jerseys, but I'll be your teammate though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who do you think is going to win the NBA Finals?
I do want to see the Nuggets get it, but you may never know with the Heat.
Oh yeah, you can't tell. The Heat, an 8 seed, isn't that's crazy, right? 8 seed.
I mean, no 8 seed have ever made it to the finals since 1999.
Do you remember who that was?
I don't remember who it was because I was only 1 years old.
Oh, jeez, yeah. Good, yeah, then you shouldn't remember who it was. Yeah, the Spurs. Knicks. I think both 8 seeds. Both 8 seeds made it to the finals that year. It was wild.
The Spurs were 8 seed that year. Are you sure?
Was it?
I don't think so, buddy. I think the Spurs were a damn 1 seed that year.
No, the Knicks.
Yeah,
the Knicks were the 8th seed, and the Spurs won.
Jesus Christ, Tim! How old are you? Good God.
See, back in my day when we didn't have the internet, I could just lie to everybody. And now that there's stat corrections, this is going to be trickier to speak to people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for correcting me. So it was the Knicks in '99. Knicks in '99. So if you had to pick one team right now, Nuggets, Heat, who you got?
I would go with the Miami Heat.
There you go, Jimmy. You can't bet against playoff Jimmy. You can't do it. So is there a finals coming up for you? Is there a big challenge coming up for you?
This actually has one of the biggest challenges today of trying to go for a 300.
In bowling?
Yeah.
And how'd it go?
I got a 234 today.
234.
Yeah.
That is.
But
that
my
is.
buddy Evan got a 243.
Oh, Evan beat you today.
Yeah, he almost had a 300 first.
Oh man, you guys are killing it in the bowling alley. Oh man, that's awesome. I'm 188. It's my highest score. That's crazy. That's a lot of strikes.
It is.
Yeah. Well, good luck on your challenge to get 300.
Hey.
All right. But if there's one thing that you've learned this year, what would it be?
If there was one thing I would learn is always gotta keep working hard.
Exactly. The only way you're going to get to 300 is by working hard,
Yeah.
right? The only way you're going to get to Zion is by working hard.
Yes.
The only way you're going to pull invincible Giannis is with incredible luck.
Yeah.
And working hard to get all the MT.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. Well, shout out to you, Isaac. Thank you for speaking once again.
No problem.
But now I need a favor. I need a shout out from you.
So my 2K shout out would be definitely you for doing a lot of making self grinding.
Nice.
I would shout out myself, and I would like my real life shout out would be my buddy Evan.
All right. Okay. And then you're shout yourself out as well?
Yes.
For your big bowling. And then since you shouted out Evan, I got to get Evan in here too.
Yeah.
Evan, what's up?
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
I heard you beat Isaac tonight in bowling.
Oh yeah, I kicked his booty.
Oh, jeez. Are you a trash talker, Evan?
No, I like to just tease him a little bit.
I like that. That's how you get the best out of him, right?
Yeah, because we like to have a little joke, don't we, I-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah. So who carries the team when you guys are bowling together? Who carries the team?
I'll let Isaac decide on this one.
I think we would both carry it.
Okay. Teammates. I like that. Teammates. All right. So, Evan, how did you win the weekend, huh?
Oh, I didn't play any 2K. I just chilled out and watched some NBA playoffs and some softball.
Oh yeah, I know. I kind of scrapped the 2K questions. I know what you're into. You're a bowl and sweat.
Yes, sir.
I get that. All right. Not all of us have to play 2K. I appreciate you being here, even though you don't play 2K, to support your buddy Isaac.
It's okay. I just like to see what he does. It's a nice thing.
And it's great. And that shows what kind of friend you are.
Yeah.
To Isaac.
Friends always stick together by the end.
Yep.
And you don't have to be into the same things as each other as long as you're supportive of each other.
Right.
Yeah. So you're watching the finals?
Yes, sir, I am. Miami's doing pretty good.
Okay. Well, who do you think is going to win it all?
Oh, I know it's going to be crazy, but I think if Miami can squeak it out, I think they will compete, but I think Denver's going to take care of business.
Okay. Yeah. Denver getting a little Rocky Mountain luck, maybe?
Yeah, the Rocky Mountain High feeling.
There you go. Yeah, Jokic, he can handle it. Are any of those teams your favorite team, or what's your favorite team?
Well, I still love Thunder because Isaac and I are big fanatics.
Yeah.
Yep, Thunder fans. I like that. Thunder fans represent. Probably a shy Gilgeous Alexander fan.
Yeah,
Or who's your favorite player?
We care for Denver because they're in the same division as we are.
Oh yeah. A little interconference rivalry. We like that.
Yeah, Northwestern rivals.
So what's your biggest final coming up?
That's a good question. I think
something that you really got to try for.
I think I would love to see how I would become a great contributor to help my teammates be the best out there for Olympics.
Okay, the Olympics. Which sport?
Special Olympics for bowling, and of course, I need to give my teammates good luck vibes.
Okay, bowling. All right, bowling. Nice. We like that. Not only good luck vibes, but show them how it's done. Because it seems like you're kind of a guy that you'll show them the way by just doing it.
Yeah,
hey, watch me do this, and then they can see it.
Yeah, because we have two teammates on our squad that need practice, and Isaac and I like helping them out, don't we, Isaac?
We sure do.
That's awesome, and everybody needs good teammates like that. Because there's something that I say. Show me your friends, I'll show you your future.
That's correct.
And then that goes for bowling as well. If you don't have good bowling teammates, your future in bowling isn't going to be there.
That's right.
And especially people that are younger, maybe not so skilled as you and Isaac. They need you guys to lead them,
That's correct.
Gotta be the leaders.
You got to be the leaders. Got to keep the bowling tradition alive.
Yes, sirree.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. So So give me something that you've learned this year.
Well, I liked learning that I can be always a good contributor, and I like to be always there for someone who needs a good help for being a good friend in their side.
There you go. And somebody, if they need to party on their birthday, you're there for them.
Yeah, but luckily when Isaac's with me, we like to stick each other and text or talk to each other.
That's
All
right.
right. Good. Keep each other in line. That's what a good friend does.
Yeah.
You can have fun to a point, but when the trouble starts, that's kind of steer clear of that, right?
Yeah, for sure. But we like to be who we are, don't we, Isaac?
We sure do.
Yeah.
There you go. Awesome. Well, shout out to you, Evan. Thank you. You're my shout out tonight. How about that?
Thank you. You're a good man.
But now I need a shout out from you. I need 3 shout outs. 3 shout outs. So first of all,
okay, this is a good one.
First of all, you got to shout out 2K. Anything or any basketball related shout out.
Ooh, I want to give a shout out to Rye Guy for listening on. I know he's muted right now, but I like what he's I know he's here. So and he's giving me hearts for the nice love. And of course,
I appreciate you, Isaac.
And of course,
so that's Evan.
Go ahead, Rye Guy. Never mind.
That's it.
And then
my bad.
It's okay. And then my second one would
you,
be
Isaac.
Jimmy for the follow because I got him following me. So thank you, Jimmy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And of course, the biggest one is you guys because with you and Isaac and I, when we come on every night, we like to make you guys feel welcome, like a whole group of people that need attention.
Yeah.
We sure do.
And you do it, and you nail it each time.
Oh, yes.
And so, yeah, thank you. Thank you for that.
You are welcome.
Both you guys. I do. 2 more speakers tonight, though. I got Jimmy Crack Corn and I got Alex, and that's how we're gonna end the night. But yeah, I appreciate the bowling update. And let's get that 300, fellas. Right? Like, what are we waiting for, huh?
Oh, we're gonna go for it.
Yes, we will.
All right. And I can't wait to hear about it. I can't wait to hear about the journey to 300.
All righty.
All right, we will let you know of the journey.
Perfect. And speaking of guy on journeys, Jimmy Crack Corn, you've been on a journey lately.
Yeah, most definitely, Tim. Thanks for having the opportunity to speak.
No, thank you for being here. How's things going? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Felt like today was good. Got back more solidly in my workflow and was able to train an incoming person that I'm going to work closely with. How I won the weekend was getting back into kind of the socialization and being a soccer coach. We had 2 games in about 80-degree weather, which doesn't sound like that much, but when you combine that with me being a screamer and wanting to keep the girls on the team in line, and then on that was on Saturday. Then on Sunday, I went to a friend of ours. Their oldest son, who's about 10 years old, was playing a baseball game. Showed up in the first inning, they're getting absolutely throttled. The score was 8-0. And so we're like, this might be quick and over soon. They came back. They came back to score 3 runs in the last half inning to tie it. And then they came from behind in, extra innings, and they play international rules where there's 1 out and a guy on second and third, and they ended up winning. And so that was exhilarating. We were there for a little bit longer than we expected, but it made me remember how much I appreciated the game of baseball and also how much of an unbridled I can be, whether it's 10-year-olds playing major leagues or anything else like that. So where am I at in terms of the 2K levels? I'm at level 32. I envision myself first as a level 40 grinder, then as an offline grinder, and lastly as a limited grinder. And that's for another way that I won the weekend. In my second limited game, I was down to a guy who was a park sweat. You can sometimes tell that from the green icons that they get, as well as the indicators underneath their player builds. Plus, this guy could hit shots with rubies, and it just impressed me. But I was down 11 going into the fourth quarter and ended up winning by 4. So games like that, I would typically quit because a limited game going to 20 minutes, 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes and losing feels like you don't get rewarded for anything. But I'm glad that I stuck with it. and that was another way that I won the weekend. My empty strategy, this year, I use graded cards, and I've stopped grading cards. I do have some qualifiers. If it's a reward card, that'll be stuck in my collection, or if I'm doing it for XP, I'll still grade cards. And but through this,
I agree with stopping grading cards. We have our collection now. It just costs too much.
I've been swindled. Here's my stat. Out of the 116 cards that I've graded so far this year, I've gotten 4 flawless. So they were all gold cards. I was at one time convinced that the ratios were pretty even between getting a 7, an 8, a 9, a 9.25, a 9.5, a 9.75, as well as a flawless. But now I feel like those ratios of 7.0s to 9.25s are so much higher than anything else. And so I'll do it for the XP agendas, but I needed to stop because I realized that putting 10 guards in and it costing you 10K MT, and maybe you're not ever going to use those cards to earn MT back for you in a game, just started becoming diminishing returns.
It does make you wonder why there's so many 9 points for the grading system. Like why is that in real sports card collecting? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I don't understand that well enough. I've never
why isn't there like an 8.75?
Yeah.
Huh. You saying that just made me think of that. Sorry to cut you off there.
No, and I haven't had enough experience with that. I only see it on Twitter. This guy who's like, I got 2 Mike Trouts that both graded to a 10, and I'm going to give one away to a lucky follower who likes this tweet.
And the other's worth $50,000.
Yeah. There's a card out there that's never been pulled, the most expensive card in the world. Do we know that it exists? Do we actually care is the follow-up question that I have.
Speaking of cards, who's your favorite card in my team?
Billy Knight. He's got a little bit of a hitch in his shot. He takes it over his head, but once he takes it over his head, I can find the green window, and that just helps. He's also a 9.75, plays immaculate defense for his size and his position, so I run him in triple threat offline. I run him when I need to complete like 3-point challenges and whatever else. And I really haven't been lucky to pull a lot of cards, and I haven't been confident enough in investing any of my MT in cards outside of buying cards for XP agendas. So I'm kind of limited at who I get as reward cards and who's already in my collection. I want to shout out to the Floki mural. I actually got put on what I would consider to be my favorite team, the Chicago Bulls. Check the receipts. I have a size 34 pair of authentic Bulls shorts from 1998 that I still have in my IRL clothing collection. I was the sixth man. I was the 6th man on Floki's mural, starting for DFS, starting shooting guard Cushman Jaden. Shout out to one of the guard grading goats. He let me know that he has over 1,600 cards in his collection, and he's graded every single one of them. Yeah, sometimes he pulls the Hollow J where he grades multiple cards in order to chase that 10. King Chill at starting small forward, King Dragon at starting power forward, and one of Call Me Meech's best Twitter friends / biggest troll, K-Dog, who has the profile picture of like Jordan and Pippen together. He's our starting center. So being the 6th man coming off the bench for those people who I was immediately able to identify, who I felt like were really good in different ways within the community, and who I can tell you something about kind of each individually, was really cool, and that made me feel good. And I always say that I'm the 6th man because I'm on the top row farthest left. In the finals, I had the Nuggets. I think they're going to win it all. I think they just have that momentum. And it was funny because I was talking to one of my friends who lived in Denver for a period of time, lamenting about just Denver sports fans and how when the Rockies played the Red Sox in the World Series, there were actually more Red Sox fans at the games in Denver than there were Denver fans. And that has a lot to do with the transient population that a lot of people, like, nobody really grew up in Denver. They all move out there. The culture of it, I think, draws a lot of people, certainly from my region, which is the Midwest, to want to go out there. That was just kind of something interesting that I have found. I'll also say that anybody who's a Warriors fan, most of the Warriors fans that I know are between the ages of 12 and 20. So no offense if you're a Warriors fan, but I question you if you're over the age of 20 and actually like the Warriors. Have you been liking them for that long? Or are you just not a bandwagon fan? Um, for me, an upcoming challenge. For me, an upcoming challenge is just level upping in real life. Yeah, Alex, I see that, but you're in that age demographic, so I can't hate on you, dude. It's like, how can you not like the best team? It was like when I was growing up in the 90s, everybody liked the Bulls. I liked the Bulls too, but I had a secondary team because I knew liking the Bulls was corny. I knew liking the best team in the league, just because you picked a team to like, that doesn't say anything. You're not really going out on a limb. There's no risk involved with that. So that's just an observation. I don't want to go too far on that for fear of hurting people's feelings. An upcoming challenge that I have, but you kind of experienced life in the same time frame, Tim, and even in the same region where it's like it was so easy to like the Bulls. Everybody liked
the Cowboys
Bulls.
and the Dallas Cowboys too,
and the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers, and it was like, oh, really? Is that who you like? Because you like winning, and it's easy. So
okay, your challenge, your biggest challenge.
I just want to level up in life. I want to continue in the progress that I've been able to have. A challenge that I have also is being able to be a better gift giver. I went on a trip for about 2 weeks, and it was a really great gift that my wife gave me, and she gives some of the best, most awesome gifts I've ever received. And so I want to get to that level of her. Shout out to your daughter, KaraMoulton.com. Check out her artwork. I did peruse her Etsy. She's a talented artist. If she's making those prints, if she's doing those paintings, horses, gearboxes, those type of settings, they're really cool.
Appreciate it.
What are some things that I learned this year? It's just the importance of relationships in my life and establishing and improving in those relationships. So, as was mentioned earlier, I find value in this space in creating relationships within people within the 2K community, because I've found that even over the last 3 years, it's been harder to maintain relationships with the people that I've been close to in life. That's why this trip that I went on for 2 weeks, where I went hiking with one of my really good friends from college, we went to Yosemite, we went to Kings Canyon, Sequoia, we went to Zion, as well as Canyonlands. We hiked over 40 miles cumulatively. We stayed out, we camped, we saw some of the most raging waterfalls and walked through some of them in real life in Yosemite, Yosemite Falls, Wapama Falls, Rancheria Falls, just to name a few. It was really great to see.
That's
2K
awesome.
shout out. 2K shout out. I want to give a shout out to Hollow J. He was in here. He's not in here tonight, but he's a guy that has opened up about some health challenges that he experienced. And I can tell you from having an acute and very specific health challenge that I experienced about a year ago as a person who's of a similar age, it kind of throws you off. It's not just about what the specific health challenge is, but it's about how you overcome it. It's about the steps. It's about even at this point, we're old, but facing our own mortality. I broke my face. I had to have a reconstructive surgery. I still don't have feeling in my teeth or my gums on the right side. Hollow J opened up about something that through a routine eye exam was found that he had to take steps to address. So I'm thinking about him. He's a 2K GOAT that I want to shout out. A shout out to myself is just being able to keep up on this hiking trip with my friend. He runs 100-mile races in the mountains. He calls them ultra marathons. Sometimes he's been out for 49 straight hours. Junior says it's hard for me to stay awake for 5 hours. Think about being on your feet and running a 100-mile race, and it's spent in like being basically 49 hours. And it's just like, I asked him so many questions to try to like, what do you do? What do you eat? What is it like when you're struggling? How do you manage these sort of things? And it was really just great to connect with him, to pick his brain about different things, and really just understand that. And that's segue into my IRL shout out. My friend Conan Blakemore, we hiked, we connected, we talked about our experiences of like being parents, the births of our children. And we also played disc golf, which is something that like he'd never played before. I introduced the sport to him. In that first year, I kicked his butt up and down the course. In that second year, he started getting good where he would actually beat me. And this year, he beat me 2 out of 3 times. The third time, I was starting to sort of become too competitive and lose it and start hucking my disc out of frustration. But I really had to tip my hat to him because of his skill level. And he's like, I haven't played in 6 years. I'm like, how have you not played in 6 years? And you're running me up and down this course. Ching, ching, ching in the chain link baskets.
Oh yeah,
So
you love that sound. You love that ching sound in the chain link nets. Yeah,
you
it's
do. So
this golf
I
is a
appreciate it.
blast.
It
This
is
golf is
fun.
a blast.
I've been
Yeah,
playing
especially when
for
your buddy
over
beats you
20
when you taught
years.
him how to do it. That's crazy.
I know it is. It's like a student beating the master, and I don't consider myself a master, but I've definitely played more than he has. But even getting texts from him this week or since we've been gone, it's like, hey man, it was great. It really rekindled my desire to play more disc golf. And he's literally got one of the best disc golf courses in the nation, Beaver Creek in Conifer, Colorado, right like about 5 minutes away from the front door of his house. So I'm like, you got no excuses. Get a season pass, get up there, even if it's just you or your buddy to do it. So that was my IRL shout out, segue from my self shout out. So I want to thank you for giving me time to speak on this space tonight. Always open it up, remaining consistent, Tim. And I'll pass it off to the biggest Warriors fan that I know, Alex.
Yep,
Shout out to his sister and her birthday today.
Lucy. Yep. Big Brother. He was dominating the Big Brother game, and great shout out to Hollow J. He would make a great interview.
Tim.
Hint. Hmm?
Could I say one quick thing?
Oh, Rye Guy wants to say one quick thing.
I want to shout out the Celtics for actually playing NBA basketball this game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I have to say. Peace out.
Nice. Alex, how you doing?
Good.
How was the party?
Fun.
Yeah, did you dominate? What's your first game? What's your favorite game you play in these parties?
Hungry Hippos.
Ah, okay. And you dominate.
Yeah, of course I do.
Competitive much?
Nope.
What was the best part of the party?
Seeing her happy.
Hey, okay. Great answer, Alex. Great answer. All right. So how did you win the weekend?
In real life or 2K?
You can pick one.
In real life, probably just having fun, not playing this game that much.
It seems like you're having a little more fun with things. I like that. I like to hear this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're playing a little bit of 2K then. Are you going for Zion?
Nope.
Not at all. Okay. What do you play when you do play 2K? Anything?
Probably just unlimited.
Try the menus. The menus is actually underrated. I like the menu game.
Of course you like a menu game.
What's your favorite card?
Right now, probably still Taco Fall, out of position.
Oh yeah, Taco's still a beast, and he's still expensive. That card is holding value.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah. Did you get Hakeem?
Nope.
Who do you think wins the finals then?
Who wins or when?
Wins. Who wins? Who wins
then? Who wins?
Yeah.
I want to see the Nuggets win, but probably the Celtics because Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, Grant Williams, Al Horford actually wins a chip would be good.
Okay. So the Celtics in 7 out of nowhere come back and then beat the Nuggets.
Yep.
All right, I like that. That's some call. That's a hot take.
No, it isn't. It's just facts.
How about you? What about your own finals?
What?
Your own finals. I'm getting an echo again, like extremely bad, Alex.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm not.
It's only when I talk. That's weird. I've got kicked out of my own space tonight, so anything can happen. Anything can happen. So give me something you've learned, Alex.
Treat people the way you want to be treated.
Perfect. And since whenever I talk, I'm getting some bad feedback. What I'm going to do, Alex, I'm going to have you do if you'll do me a favor.
Yep.
Do your 3 shout outs.
Yep.
And then you close the space.
Okay.
Can you be the night's closer?
Yep.
It's a lot of pressure.
Not really.
Oh, hey, I like that. There you go. Okay, 2K shout out. You have to shout out yourself and IRL, and then go ahead and shut it down.
Okay.
I'll mute my mic and listen. Thanks so much, Alex.
Okay.
You my dude.
Yeah. Okay, 2K shout out probably Ramsey because he's been on top of everything. Quote tweeting everyone that tweets goes live because he's just like that. I shout out myself and shout out my sister because she's the little goat in the family. And yeah, today was a great space, number 29. Next one's going to be number 30, another great space coming up. And yeah, the Warriors will be the 2023-2024 champions, and this year the Celtics will win in 7 and beat the Nuggets in 6.
That was a fantastic space. That's all I have to say. This community is the best. There's no qualifier on that. This community is the best. So stay positive, stay humble, stay on the course, trust the process. Show me your friends, I'll show you your future. It's right there. Twitch, Twitter. I just started a TikTok. Stay tuned.